We back. I'm back and I'm back and I'm better. I'm back and I'm better than ever. Go ahead and make my poll. Okay. Poll made. Pause. ¿Cómo andamos hoy? Todo bien, bro. ¿Cómo estás? You're here early. My guy. Joe says if. If what? I don't know how to like this video. What do you mean? How you not know how to like the video, bro? That's fine. You don't have to. You're here. That's what matters. That's what matters, man. You probably got the video on like full screen or something, bro. I feel like that's the only way you wouldn't be able to like it. You're serious? I can tell you're serious. I don't know why you can't like it. Damn, I thought I had a knife. Oh, you got it? My guy. Appreciate ya. Give me 1 second. I need to text my wife real fast. Give me like 20 seconds. Yeah, sorry.
You don't have one?
No. I didn't think I did. Anyways, that's why. I think you took it. Italian. I don't know how to say internship in Spanish. Y hasta aquí. I guess it depends on the situation, but you could say practica. Huh? You can say practica. Yeah, that's how I would say it. In the sense that you're doing a job, kind of internship. Technically, you could say beca too, but beca is like a scholarship to me. Wait, Axel, can you close the door? What? You left it open.
Anything else?
Nah, just close it. But that's cool though, bro. How's that internship going? And Joe, how's your life going? What you got going on today, man? What did y'all learn today? Angel, I know you learned something. You're in an internship. You had to learn something, bro. I want to hear about what you learned. That's the best way to retain information. Tell somebody what you learned. Because you either realize you don't know that shit or you reinforce it by telling the person. My son's in the other room being homeschooled. The teacher light him up. Why is she lighting him up? What is he learning? Or what is he not learning if he's getting lit up? That's funny. I miss being a kid, man. Good times. I learned that printers are a pain to work with, as there are many settings to configure according to a user's preference and the school district's preferences. That's fair. At my last job, we had this printer, and I literally could never use it, and I just would go home and print stuff and come back. Wait, Joe, what time is it where you're at? I feel like it's late. I guess depending on where you live, it might not be late. And so you get a teacher to come to your house, or is this someone that you know? You said teacher, so I assume it's not like a wife or something. Oh, 5:40. Okay, okay. No, that's not late at all. West Coast. Oh, okay. Has your son always been homeschooled, or is that like a recent thing, or what? And how do you think that's going? I think homeschooling can be a good option. I'm not gonna lie, I never met a kid that was homeschooled that wasn't super weird, but it could. It's still a better option than most public schools. I can tell you that. Um, and I think if the kid can still be a part of sports, then they can still be social butterflies. But just personally, every kid that I know that was homeschooled is super, super weird. But a lot of them became less weird over time. A lot of them, the experience that I had with them was they were fresh out of being homeschooled. So there would be clients of mine that would be 19 years old, 18 years old, and basically just experiencing the world. And I'll talk to them, and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck kind of life have you been living, bro? But they were homeschooled. But over time, with more life experience, they became more like normal. But like I said, that's still probably a better option than what could happen to them in public schools. So the schools around us are really ghetto. Okay, well yeah, there you go. There was an office worker yelling at a student for not going back to class, even though the student had a note to dismiss her from PE. She refused to talk to the student's mom because worker didn't speak Spanish. Damn. Yeah, man, schools can be a mess sometimes. I don't know. I have two different minds about those situations because I think I would have avoided some really crazy stuff if I didn't go to public school, but I think because I didn't avoid that stuff, I think I'm able to manage situations in life a little bit better just because I dealt with so much crazy stuff in public school. But also my parents were really involved. So I think public school plus uninvolved parents is just a recipe for failure. But my parents, yeah, they were on my ass, bro. So um, yeah. And then the public schools that I went to, they weren't like trash public schools. They were decent ones. Yeah, that is messed up though. I think I talked about this last time. But Topeka, Kansas is paying Latinos $15,000 or more if they move there. They're trying to make like all their schools and systems like bilingual. So that's something that's interesting. There's some qualifications. Like you have to be coming there to work, and they have to be certain jobs. Um, but still, that's something. That's something. You know, it really sucks is like my physical therapist. Um, she wanted to move to Canada or the United States, and she's like 50 years old, bro. She's been practicing for like 30 years. But the stuff that you do in other countries doesn't mean anything in America or some other countries too. They all have their own systems. So if she moved to America, she wouldn't be able to be a physical therapist because her qualifications are not the American qualifications. So that sucks. She said she really wants to go. I mean, she's been for like medical stuff, but she wanted to like actually move to America, and she can't not and work. She could move, but she wouldn't be able to work that job. But yeah, that's interesting. The dude who did my surgery here, this dude had mad degrees on his wall. He had like John Hopkins, some other university in America, like three other universities in Colombia. Like I was like, damn, bro, he's been all over the world just getting degrees, bro. Let's go, Chiefs. Hey, the Chiefs they got a Puerto Rican running back. Team about to get more Hispanic. But yeah, the United States, I definitely talked about this last time. Mike was up in here. The United States is changing. There's lots of Spanish speakers now. Does that mean she has to go through schooling again? Yeah, but bro, the amount of schooling that you have to do, I wouldn't do that at 50 years old. Like you might as well just stay where you're at, bro. Cause she gets decent money. You know what I mean? So
To order some.
oh, okay. But yeah, she would have to go through schooling again if she did that. Couldn't be me. I would not do 6, 7 years of school again. Especially like having AXA, especially having the knowledge already. Like that would be so trash. Like, um, if you knew everything about a profession and you had to start from step zero. Like imagine rehabilitating people and having to go to school and they're like, this is the ankle bone. The ankle bone's function is to do this, and you're just like, come on, bro. Yeah, that would suck. Like I said, I wouldn't do it unless I was like, unless you just really love that job and you're being like forced out of your home. But she's not in a situation where she's like needing to flee the country or something. Like I said, she makes good money, bro. She makes what I would consider decent money in America, bro. Like basically, my physical therapy sessions are somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour, and I have to pay her 25 US dollars per session. So that's that's a lot here. So she's getting more than $25 an hour. Have you seen a mechanic who became a doctor in their 50s? I might have. I don't remember it, but I've seen a couple people do different things like that, man. I mean, it really is never too late. It's just a matter of like wanting to do that. Like I said, I just literally wouldn't want to do that unless I was bored or something. I saw this guy, can't remember his name, Asian dude. He was like an astronaut, a doctor, and like a fucking some kind of athlete. I can't remember, but he lived a lot of different lives. So you can start over and do something new whenever you want to. But like I said, I don't know that I would want to. And actually, it's really not about starting over. Like I said, it's about starting over in the same field. So if he was like already a mechanic and then he had to like retrain as a mechanic, that sucks. But yeah, I mean, if you're switching fields, it's not as bad because it's gonna be like exciting to learn new stuff and blah blah blah. You're gonna get more money as a doctor or whatever. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Don't know where he was. Oh, don't know where, but he was a car mechanic. Nah, I don't think I've seen that story. But like I said, not super surprising. I think a lot of people don't realize that most things in the world they can do. Like if you're like an average person, you're smart enough to do like most things. It's literally just a matter of learning it. You have to want to go through it and apply yourself. But I think that about everything. I'm just like, bro, somebody like whoever knows how telecommunications works and shit like that, bro. I'm like, these motherfuckers are so smart. But I think the same thing about mechanics and anybody that can do anything that I haven't learned. I'm just like, bro, how are you doing this, bro? I had to do something like that in the trades and it blew. I was a residential plumber and went to commercial and the education started like this is a copper pipe. Ah, yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Reston, the real West. I could take you. That's a very suspicious sentence. I don't know what that means, but this is this is not that kind of place. Pause. Pause. Like a SmackDown? I don't wrestle, man. I believe you though. You got it, bro. You got it. Can't remember if this was my college model. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna let you be the SmackDown champ. You you go ahead and keep that title. But yeah, I mean, yeah, like I was saying, even plumbing, bro. Like to you, you learned it, so you're probably like, oh, it's not that bad. But I'm just like, bro, like, how do people know all of this shit, bro? How do they know how it works and what pipe does what and how to do this? And I'm just like, damn, that's cool, bro. I appreciate everybody that has a job that does shit that I don't do because I ain't doing that shit, bro. So I'm glad people exist to do those other jobs that I'm not doing. I literally think that about any job that I don't have. I'm just like, I couldn't do this shit, bro. So thank the universe for y'all. You hate plumbing? Why do you hate it, bro? What makes you think, man, I fucking hate this, bro? I hate plumbing. I recently learned about underwater welding, bro. Dangerous ass job, bro. And I mean, they get paid a lot, but I don't think that shit's worth it, to be honest. I mean, somebody has to do it. Like I said, all those jobs, somebody has to do it. But I'm like, bro, spending 10 hours a day underwater, risking electrocution and all kinds of other shit, bro. Isolated from the world. Not my idea of fun. I finished one of my classes for the semester. I'll contact you to get Will's info on Twitter for tutoring. But can I also... Oh, is that supposed to say do? Can I also do a video with you in Spanish? I want external evaluation on Spanish. Hell yeah, bro, let's do it. Tell me when. Tell me when and what we gonna talk about. Or I could come up with a topic. I know you're a native speaker of Spanish, no matter how refined you think your Spanish is. So I love hearing about those experiences. One time, I don't know if you remember or if you ever saw it, but I did an interview with this guy named Jordan, who is Puerto Rican, but I guess you would call it lost. He lost his Spanish because he spoke as a kid, like a really, really young kid with his grandma. But after that, he never spoke again until he was like the age he is now in college. So he's like essentially learning from scratch because he doesn't remember anything. But he is Latino and he is like considered a native speaker. Like his parents and his grandparents speak Spanish. And he even, because he's gonna pick it up from them, he has like a Puerto Rican accent. It's just weird because at the time, I don't know what it's like now. At the time, he didn't know a lot of Spanish. But yeah, I love hearing those experiences and talking about stuff like that. So I'm down, bro. I have other interests that are more important to me, but as a hobby, it's cool and I like it. But as a job, I don't because of the working conditions, like long hours. Plus, I hate working with others. Okay, that's fair. Most people in the trades are really annoying and it's hard to explain. I've heard that from other people, so I believe you. I got a friend, don't know exactly what he does, but I swear, bro, like every month he would have a story like, dude, I'm about to fucking ask this dude to come outside and fight, bro. He just said, like, people are always, I don't know, either talking shit or being annoying or criticizing too much or something. It's just always something. And I've heard that from multiple people, so that does not surprise me at all. But I don't even think that's a trades thing. I don't know because I've never been in it, but I can tell you, in life, people are just annoying, bro. There's only been a few jobs where I've been like, yeah, man, my coworkers are super cool. I love talking to them and whatever. I'm that guy that doesn't go to the coworker fucking hangouts. Like, just don't. Like, I know you remember me telling you all the times. Oh, yeah. I know, I remember. But yeah. Yeah, bro, all the like, oh, we're going to get some beers and some pizza this weekend. I'll be like, oh man, I'd love to go, but I got some stuff to handle. I'll be like, bro, can we just do our work and not talk to each other? I don't really think I'm like antisocial or anything like that. I just got like a few people that I just really rock with, and then there's other people I'm just like, bro, we don't have to be friends, bro. Like, we can talk sometimes, but we don't have to like, just because we work together, we don't have to like pretend that we're more than coworkers. Like, it's okay. You can pick the topic so I don't try to prepare what I'll say. Try to schedule a time. Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, we can. I get what you're saying. We can still have a topic, and I cannot tell you specifically what I'm gonna ask you because you'll still be like relatively caught off guard by the question. I think regardless of what language you're speaking in, if somebody just throws a topic on you, if you give a real answer, it's gonna require some uh like deep thinking and reflection, which is cool in real life, but on a video, you know, you probably don't want to be like, let me think about that for 3 minutes, you know, because then we're both just gonna be sitting there while you think, which is fine. But like I said, it's okay to be like generally prepared for the topic. But we could do it however, bro. That's the sauna at LA Fitness. That's facts. That is facts. Hey man, I made some cool friends in the sauna though. But yeah, people do talk too much. I really just hate it when I just hate it when people start giving their political opinions and shit in the sauna, bro. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear that shit, dog. Like, especially man, I remember like right before I left working at LA Fitness, because it was probably like the end of 2021 or something, or maybe the end of 2022. Yeah, it was like October 2022. And bro, these dudes, every fucking day, it was talks about the vaccine and I don't know, bro, just everything relating to that and politics. And I'll be like, bro, can we stop talking about this shit, dog? Like, this is like the 10th sauna session in a row that I've heard this shit, bro. I'm like, okay, you didn't take it. Everyone's a sheep. All right, bro. Like, what are we talking about then? It's cool. Like, just put your headphones in and shut up, dog. Like, did I bring my phone in there? This phone that I have now, I didn't bring it in there because like my last two, I would bring them in all the time, and I think I damaged them over time by doing that. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I just and those times too, like those phones, I didn't have cases on them either, bro. So like, yeah, I'll come out of that bitch, and like the speaker wouldn't like if someone called me, it was like I could barely hear him. I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucking my phone up in here. But so this phone, I didn't bring it in there. I would leave my phone outside, and sometimes I would have headphones, so I just pick a playlist or a podcast, and I just throw on my headphones. Or sometimes I just go in there with nothing. It just depends. Cause my homie Joel used to be up in there, rest in peace. And so if he was in there, I just go up in there with nothing because I knew he was gonna be talking the whole time. That exact same thing happened a day ago. I'm not surprised, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's all they be talking about up in there, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. That shit was 3 years ago, bro. Let's move on. Vaccine talk of 2021 was a low point in history. I agree. I agree, man. Unfortunately, people have been talking about it a lot more lately. You know, they dropped a little study about the side effects and, you know, people posting that shit trying to feel superior. Like, I told you guys. I told you guys. I'm like, okay, bro. What do you want us to say? We're still alive, bro. Like, I remember motherfuckers was telling me I was gonna die, bro. They're like, exactly 2 years after you take it, everyone that took it's gonna die. It's population control. They needed to get rid of 100 million people. And I'm like, that would be crazy. I really doubt it. I guess I can't say that's not true until I make it past 2 years. But I was like, I seriously doubt it. I can't prove it. But I was like, I think I'll be alright. I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I haven't heard it in a while besides on Twitter. It's nothing really to talk about in person anymore. I feel like if you're bringing that up, you just feel like arguing or something, bro, because, yeah, pointless. But that's sauna talk, man. The sauna and the barber shop, worst places for just uneducated opinions, bro. What's crazy is my mom's doctor told her she can't get one because one of the type of vaccines because of her heart. Yeah, I knew someone like that. She was allergic to something. I can't remember what she was allergic to. But because of that, she couldn't get most of them actually. There was one that she could get, but I don't think it was available in Washington at the time or something. So I think she like had like a medical exemption on getting it. But you know, a lot of people would lie and say they didn't get it and they got it. They just wanted to like feel like rebellious and shit, bro. Some people couldn't take it because they were on blood thinners. Yeah, there was a lot of different types of exemptions. There were legit exemptions. Like you didn't have to, everyone didn't have to get it. How do I like this video? Yo, he said that too, so I don't know what y'all shit looks like. I don't know. I don't know what changed for y'all. I can't see it. So the three dots top right. You gotta click three dots at the top right to like the video? That's crazy. Yeah, I mean it's not gonna look like that for me. I don't even know why I did that. But yeah, that's crazy. Maybe that's why I was telling somebody last live stream, I was like, you know what? My live streams, like the last couple ones haven't been super lit. But maybe it's because like people couldn't find a way to like the video. And you know, like the more people like the video and blah blah blah, like it goes to more people and shit like that. So maybe that's what it is. But yeah, that's wild. I need to see what that looks like. I need to click on somebody's live stream when I get done with this. How's your lives though, man? What y'all got going on, man? Tell me some good news, man. Y'all ever drank root beer before? Yo, what happened to root beer and A&W cream soda, bro? When I was a kid, A&W cream soda was the best soda in the world, bro. Now I feel like that shit don't even exist no more, bro. I can't think of the last time I saw it. Does anyone here watch anime on Netflix? Hell yeah, bro. We all watch anime on Netflix. What you mean, bro? I could tell you probably 10 different anime. It just depends on what you like. I'm always gonna say Death Note first, bro. Death Note comes first. I don't think Attack on Titan is Attack on Titan on Netflix. It might be. Attack on Titan's fire. Uh, it just depends on what type of anime you like, bro. Because there's so many different types. Like, lots of people don't like fighting anime, but I like Baki. What is the other one called? That's like a rip off Baki. Damn, I forgot what that shit is called. I know one of y'all are gonna tell me, so I don't even need to think about it. But yeah, both of those, and then hola, vuelto. ¿Cómo estás? Yeah, both of those, and then there's another one. Oh yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's like there's cleverness in it and there's fighting. It's an adventure type anime, but there's fighting as well. Hunter x Hunter is a super good one. Oye, vuelto soy la que te habla de Colombia. Ok, dime más. Soy yo. Pero ¿quién eres? Ah, sí. Te recuerdo. What the hell is Baki about? Baki? Have you never watched it? Are you really asking for like an explanation? Soy la que te hablo cuando estabas en Colombia. Pero estoy en Colombia, todavía estoy en Colombia. I just be seeing a lot of peace scenes. Okay, so you're asking for real. Fighting anime fire, but the difference in anime thought is wild because anime was getting slandered back then. Oh yeah, facts. All right, bro. I'm gonna tell you what Baki's about. Baki is basically about all of these martial artists wanting to prove that they're the best fighter in the world. So they're all like going to fight each other. There was like a huge tournament, but also they fight each other in the street too. It's just literally just fighting. But they all got like some secret skill, and you don't find out until they're in a fight. They're like, he looks like an ordinary man, but from his 12 years in prison, he learned to strengthen his grip so much that it's like he has pliers for hands, and then he like fucking pulls your eyeball out or some shit like that, bro. It's just very outrageous fighting. It's not like, I mean, I guess Dragon Ball Z is outrageous too, but you know, Dragon Ball Z is like, okay, like these are like super powered dudes, and we know we're gonna see like some energy blast and some levels up. These dudes are human beings, bro. So like somebody gets shot in the head and you're like, oh, he's dead. And then it's like from the years of his training, he calcified his skull. So the bullet didn't actually pass through. And it's just like, bro, what the fuck am I watching, bro? But I like it though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, too. Okay. But yeah, you should watch it, bro. Watch Baki. It is funny. A few days ago, it was my birthday. ¿Hablas inglés? ¿O usaste la traductor? Happy birthday. Feliz cumpleaños. Y esa cara que... What anime you be watching, Darius? I'm always looking for a new one. But I be starting anime and I be like, this shit weak as hell, bro. Like I gotta get captivated like early. I get captivated early, then I can keep watching. But if the first two episodes trash, I'm like, I can't do it, bro. Can't be too much adventuring and no fighting or nothing interesting. I can't do it, bro. I watched some really random anime. ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Porque ahí dice ERGDTEPEB o PRJDTEPGB, perdón. ¿Qué es eso? And how is your wife? My wife is good. She's great. Angel, what anime do you be watching since you don't watch Baki? And you don't watch. Do you watch JoJo's? Or no, I can't remember. I feel like people that hate on JoJo's, they're just. I got nothing to say. It's the best show. Nothing is better than JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. How are your children? I don't have children. I have 0 children. And what time is it in your country? Estoy en Colombia. Son las 9. Más o menos. No sé. I watched all the JoJo anime episodes. Oh yeah. Golden Wind. All right. We on the same page. We on the same page, bro. To be honest, if you like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, I feel like you'll like Baki. I read it now. It's on part 9. Bro, I'm one of those people that just doesn't do that, bro. I just don't read it. But knowing that there's more out there, I feel like I don't want to be too behind. So now I'm thinking about reading. I gotta look that shit up. Here it is, 11:17. Where are you at? Let me see. 2 hours ahead. You will be in. Where are you? Where are you at? 2 hours ahead. You could be in. No, Brazil would only be 1 hour ahead. Right? Brazil is 1 hour ahead. I don't know where you are. Where are you at? Where do you live at? Bro, the Baki fights are literally just like the JoJo fights. I'm telling you. If you can stand like the first 2 episodes maybe, you'll be like, okay, this is funny and it's cool. Cause even the first couple episodes of Baki, like he's like the strongest kid in the world. Like he's 17 years old. He's beat everybody's ass and shit. And he's taking like a physical, like a PE test, and like he fails all the events because like just because of like random funny shit. Like basically he runs the 100 meters and it's like so fast that the the coach doesn't see it. So he's just like, you failed. He's like, 'cause I think he like ran it so fast and then ran back because he's like, it's too easy. And his coach is just like, yeah, this you're slow, you failed. And then he's trying to do pull-ups, but he's got so much muscle that like when he tries to do a pull-up, he pulled the pull-up rack into the ground, and the coach is just like, you can't even do a pull-up. And then when he ran the mile, he's like on track to break the world record for the mile. And then like 50 meters short, he's just like reaches muscular failure. And it's like because of his intense training and because he wins fights so quickly, he's never had to do anything for more than 3 minutes and his body just shut down. And his coach is like, you got no endurance. You fail. But you didn't tell me where you were from. How can you tell me it's 11:17 and then not tell me where you're from? De dónde eres? Reading is definitely a fantastic experience and I enjoy the anime. Uruguay. Okay, ahora me acuerdo, sí. Okay. Pero son las 11 en Uruguay. Wow. Hmm. Okay. Vete a dormir. Buenas noches. Nos vemos. Well, I think it's just me and you now, Angel. When are you thinking about doing this conversation? When are we gonna make this video? What's up? Uh, rehab's good. Yesterday was my fourth session ever. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah. So I did Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and then yesterday. So yeah, yesterday was my fourth session. Um, and we were able to get my knees to bend to 70 degrees. And so until March 8th, my doctor doesn't want him to go past 70 degrees. So we reached that goal super early. So I'm just gonna be doing I just have to do like straight leg lifts with my own strength, and then like basically lateral leg while I lift it up and then take it out to the side, bring it back. I'm just working like all of the surrounding muscles. Um, then like actively bending my leg or both legs, and like I said, just trying to make that shit bend and get it back to somewhat normal. Like I said, I'm ahead of schedule, so we got it. We hit the goal before um, March 8th. So on March 8th, which is a Friday, so next week, he's gonna tell me like what's next, like where I can bend it to for the next period of time before the next checkup, and basically what my limitations are. Cause right now he told me like, don't try to fucking walk without that walker, bro. Don't do it. I don't care how tough you're feeling. Don't do it. I said, okay, I won't. So I mean, I don't feel stable enough to walk without it anyways. Like when I'm brushing my teeth and shit, I'll stand and my walker is like, I'm like inside of the walker, but I'm not touching anything. I'll be brushing my teeth. I'll be like fucking swaying and shit. So I'm like, nah, I can't walk here. But I can stand up. I can just stand up and chill. I just wouldn't try to walk yet. So March 8th, he's gonna tell me like what's next and what period of time I'm looking at before like I'm like somewhat back to normal and I can start doing more shit in rehab, like using a bike and doing like high box squats and stuff like that. Cause right now I'm like just in the bed all day basically. Um, but yeah, it's going well, man. I can't complain. I cannot complain, man. When's the return to the gym? Like I said, when I can it's not really like an insecurity thing. It's more of like an inconvenience thing. I don't want to be up in the gym with like a fucking like a walker, like trying to maneuver through spaces and stuff. So like as soon as I can as soon as I can walk without the walker, even if I like in braces or whatever, I could figure out like how to sit on the bench without bending my knees too much or something. I'll go after that, but right now, like I'm just like using dumbbells at home and stuff. Cause like I said, it's just inconvenient to be moving through those spaces in a walker. So, but hopefully I get some good news on March 8th, and maybe I'll be back in the gym doing some upper body stuff. What I want is for my weaknesses to be pointed out. I know vocabulary is lacking, but I want to see how conversational I can get with someone who isn't my family. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Can do that for you. Yeah, that'll be good. It definitely is different talking with someone that you don't normally talk to, for sure. I definitely realized that because like I was obviously like I got super comfortable with Will, so I'd be like, bro, I'm flowing, bro. Step outside, talk to somebody with a different accent or that says different words. I'm like, ooh, shit, like I don't know how to reply to that. I'm like, nah, maybe I'm a lot lower than I think. Gonna get that jailhouse body, shit. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, it's going all right. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow, probably, and show people how I have to get out of the bed and shit and sit on the toilet. Cause now I can do it by myself. It's just a lot of work. So I'm gonna show people. I'll probably like kind of show how I used to do it with my wife's help and then how I do it now. Either way, that's just, like I said, it's a lot of work. So it'd be a funny video. Hit you up later. All right, bro. Have a good one. I wonder who's in here now. Brian, Darius. It says 5 people are here though. Who's creeping out there? Who's being a creepster? Well, Angel's probably considered one of the five because he just left or he's leaving right now. That still means two other people have been watching and not saying anything. Who are you? Somebody tell me something good, man. Tell me something good. Tell me some information. Tell me something you learned. Tell me something. Tell me a fun fact or something. Everybody always brings good fun facts. You guys always know good random tidbits. That's what I'm looking for. P. Diddy goons lurking in here. Bro, I don't know what's up with that situation, bro. At first when I saw everything, I'm like, come on, bro. This is crazy stuff. This shit can't be real. Then I click on this document and I'm like, bro, I'm pretty sure this is a real court document. Like that shit 73 pages, like very well typed out. It named the lawyers and stuff. I went and searched the lawyer's name. I'm like, oh, this dude's really a celebrity lawyer. Like he does this all the time. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Now I'm looking at the info. I'm like, bro, this is some strange stuff, man. Meek Mill's on Twitter right now, like crashing out, going crazy, trying to defend himself. I'm like, bro, you're making yourself look very, very guilty, involved. But yeah, it's a weird little situation, man. Not something I want to be a part of. What else besides P. Diddy's goons, bro? Tell me some useful information. What have you learned recently? How's your fitness going, bro? You probably in the gym right now, huh? Finna learn how to play drums? What inspired that, bro? That's pretty random. I feel like that's something that you would learn if you were in church. I don't know that I've met anyone that's just like learned the drums randomly. Are you learning because of church? Or was there some other inspiration? I think the other thing too is that drums are cool. They're just not super portable. And it's not like the wow factor that you get from like if you pick up a guitar. Like if you had a party and they're like, oh, there's a guitar here, let me play something. You start playing that shit, people are like, oh shit. Or the piano. You play the piano randomly, people are like, yo, how'd you learn how to play the piano? Drums, it's just like, it's pretty dope, bro. You're a good drum player. You won't get the same reaction. Unfortunately. That's interesting. I'm waiting to hear what inspired that. Just watching live bands and how certain songs sound better with drums. Kind of just got motivated. Ah, okay. Love the rhythm of music. That's dope. How are you? How are you learning? You getting private lessons or what? Or just doing it on your own, like with YouTube or what? I think the cool thing about YouTube and the internet and everything is that there is a bunch of information where, like, if you did want to learn something new, technically you could learn from the internet. The problem is when you don't know something, then you only know what you know, and it's not a lot. So you don't know if someone's a bad teacher. You don't know like what you need to be looking for, and if they're teaching well. It's the same shit people do with language learning too. Like they think just because they found something that teaches Spanish that it's good. They're like, yeah, I'm learning from this thing. It's going well. I'm like, well, it's going well to you because you don't know anything but that. But everything isn't equal. There's too much information out there, man. So it gets tough. You don't know what to pick, and you just pick something. Something's better than nothing, though. Something's always better than nothing, in my opinion. So how are you learning? But life is short, definitely. Life's very short. It's long, but it's short. Oh, you're learning through YouTube? Okay. No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with learning through YouTube. Like I said, it's just the fact that, like, if you type in learn to play drums, step one, learn to play drums from scratch, you probably see 30 channels. And, like, let's just say, like, you start learning and you're good enough to play, like, the most simple thing. You could then make a YouTube channel and say, learn how to play drums from scratch. Now, somebody's gonna click your shit and they don't know that you just started. They don't know that you're not gonna be a great teacher because you barely know what you're doing. And that's something that you could be clicking on, and you just don't know it. So that's the real problem. It's not the method, it's just the potential instructor and how they teach and shit like that. So, but like I said, something's better than nothing. If you didn't know how to play the drums at all, and you start hitting that shit, psh, you leveled up, bro. So that's good. That's good. Well, keep me updated with that, man. I've tried to play 2 instruments in life, and I quit both times. I mean, the second time I quit was for like legit reasons, though. That like life was just getting expensive. I was like, hell nah, bro. Then I took a new job, and then I was too far away from the dude. I was too far away to keep getting the guitar lessons. But what did I try the first time? The first time I tried the ukulele through YouTube, and like I was doing alright, but I was like, nah, this shit's hard, bro. It's just like you reach like plateaus and stuff, and that's where having like a real instructor comes in handy because they could tell you like, oh, just do this. But like I'll just be stuck, and I'll be like, bro, I don't know how to like make the transition from this to this, and I don't have nobody to tell me like, oh, just do this, or you just need to work on this. So I was like, nah, bro, I can't do this shit. I tried to do a little piano one time. I didn't realize like the kind of fingers them motherfuckers got, bro. Have you ever like tried to put your fingers down like this and then like just raise these three, like your middle thumb, pinky, and then put those down and just raise these two without raising your pinky? I was just like, bro, I'll be trying to do it, my hands will be cramping up. I'll be like, I didn't realize how talented y'all were, my bad. And it was impossible. I don't see how Mozart and Bach did it, but you know, I think it's different when you have an instructor. That's what I'm saying. You got somebody to really hold your hand and tell you do this, do that. That's what I said. People can learn through YouTube. You can learn through YouTube. You can learn anything through YouTube, but it's not for everyone. And even for the people that it's for, you got to get the right material that matches up with what you need. It could be great teaching material, but it could still not be what you need. And so it's not going to serve its purpose. Ooh. I'm tired. But yeah, piano's crazy, bro. I already had a healthy level of respect for them too. So that just was like even crazier. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh man, that's probably easy. I know it's hard. I just didn't realize how hard it was. I'm not like the typical guy. You know, the average male thinks that they can do anything in the world. Like, oh yeah, I mean, if I spent a couple more hours a week doing that, I could go professional. No, you can't. People don't realize like how far the separation is between people that are elite at something and you. It's a huge separation. Huge. They say practice makes perfect, but no one is perfect, so what it really means. Yeah, and the thing is too, I'm sure you heard this before, it's not even practice, it's perfect practice makes perfect. Because this is why I try to tell people about Spanish. I always relate everything in Spanish, but like people would tell me like, oh yeah, I study this many hours a day. I should be here by 6 months, or I should be here by a year. But I'm like, yeah, but like all studying isn't equal. All practice isn't equal. If you go on the basketball court and you doing this for your jump shots, like just because you do 800 of those does not mean that you're gonna have a good jump shot. It's not the same as a jump shot with good technique. So same thing. I try to tell people, I'm like, you say you want to speak Spanish. You say you're studying for 8 hours a day, but how many are you speaking for? Because that's what you want to do. You don't want to get better at, well, there's nothing wrong with getting better at reading, but it's not the same thing as speaking. And I think it's the same thing for everything. Like, there's a certain type of practice that you need to be putting in. All practice is not made equal. But eventually people learn that. Man. But I try to tell people that about a lot of stuff, bro. Good analogy. Yeah, even when people will be like, yeah, I just didn't have the genetics for blah blah blah. I'm like, you really don't know that though. Like just because you put in a lot of work, like I said, doesn't mean that you put in the work that you needed. Doesn't mean that your coach was good. Doesn't mean that even if your coach was good, doesn't mean he was the right coach for you. Like last time on the last live stream, me and Phil were talking about Michael Johnson, because if you look at like proper sprint technique and how Michael Johnson ran, it was completely different. Michael Johnson ran with his back all stiff, upright, short strides. If that was anybody else, they'll say, horrible technique, we got to change this. And so we'll use Michael Johnson. Had his coach when he was young made him change that, forced him to stride longer, forced him to lean forward, he might have not set the world record. He might have not been that good at all. For all we know, he might have said, yeah, I just don't have the genetics to be that guy. So, you know, some of that's luck, but yeah, you never really know if you're doing the best thing. That's why it's good sometimes to have like evaluations, you know, get some, like Angel was up in here saying earlier, he wants to do a video in Spanish because he wants someone external to evaluate and say, oh, this is good or this is bad. Because if you just have one input, yeah, your coach, of course, your coach is gonna think he's doing the best job possible. But someone else might tell you like, I think if you did this, it'd be a good change. You know, a good example of that one time, this is a long time ago, but I did see the video on Twitter recently. Uh, George St. Pierre was learning how to kick from Joe Rogan, bro. Joe Rogan's teaching one of the all-time greats how to do a certain kick. But he was willing to listen to him because he knew that this dude has good kicks, and I'm not like super great at kicking, so I kind of want to see what he's talking about. Listen to Joe Rogan, he starts kicking the bag a lot harder. He's like, oh shit, yeah, bro, like this is it. My coach, you ever seen that video? It's a super dope video. Cause like that was super humble of him. Cause if it was me, I'd been like, bro, you're a fucking comedian, bro. You can't tell me shit about kicking. Like, what do you know about kicking compared to me, bro? But he's such a humble dude. He was like, yeah, show me. And Joe was kicking the shit out that bag. And he was like, oh damn. He's like, how you do that? How do you move your hips like that? And Joe was like, oh, well, the thing is, you don't know how to rotate. You're just like turning around and kicking. You got to do it like this. Wow. And George did it like 10 times in a row. He's like, nah, don't do it like that. Make sure when you turn, you do it like this. And George St. Pierre started doing it. He was like, yo, he was like, how come none of my coaches ever told me this? And Joe was like, I don't know, your coach is trash, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Just because your coach is quote unquote good doesn't mean that they're teaching you in the best way possible. Sometimes you do gotta get some outside input. Actually, how long have you been listening to this? You're the creeper that I was referring to earlier. Salute. There he is. You got 2 accounts. Why is one blue and one green? I almost thought you were a different person. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I was like, what in the world? But yeah, man. Get as much info as you can. Just always be a student, dog. That's the best way. Student for life. Damn, I've only been on here for a little over an hour. Felt like I've been on here for a long time. I guess that's not the case. I'm gonna go to at least. I don't know if I can make it at 10:30. Go at least 10:15. For sure. For sure. Let me see, 20 more minutes. That'll put me at an hour and a half. And that will be 9:55. That'll be 10:05. Yeah, I can do it at least 10:15. If people are still in here. If not, I'm gonna get off at 10. I'm guessing the 2 people in here are Darius and Axel then. But Axel never responded to me asking if she saw the video. So either she's a real creeper or she left. So you are a real creeper. You didn't hear nothing I said about that video? That is insane. How you gonna say my coach and then leave? I'm not explaining that again. I'll just send you the video later. Later. I will send you the video later. I realized that you didn't hear anything. You're crazy. You are very crazy. Alright, go back to doing your homework. Side note, 5-day work weeks are too much. Yeah, dog. It's one of the worst things ever invented. I think 4 would be enough. Maybe 3. 4 is definitely enough. 3 might be a little too short. Maybe like 3.5 though. What's your job again, Darius? You're an insurance claims adjuster or something? I can't remember. I mean, I feel like it has to be something with insurance if it's a claim, but I can't remember. Is that job hard or what? And if it's not hard, is it a lot of work? I think benefits are great, but man, at what cost? So you could do it at home? I wouldn't mind if I could do it at home. I mean, I don't know how much work goes into it. I guess I don't really know what an adjuster does, so I can't really imagine how overbearing it would be. I'm trying to think, but I don't really know. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. What, like, I'm trying to think of a question that's not gonna have you typing paragraphs, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, what makes it so much work. Like, do, 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 do. Who are the other 3 people in here? What are you doing? If you don't say something, I'm gonna curse you. And you'll experience bad luck for the next 11 days. Every day is gonna get worse than the last day. That's not really something that you want for yourself. I'll say the job itself is pretty easy, but let's say you have 100 claims. That's still like 100 people you have to contact plus body shops. So, oh shit. Yeah, that's a lot. You got like a timeline or what? Like, let's say you got 100 people. Do they be like, this shit needs to be done by the end of the week or what? And are you the person that actually determines if the person's claim is legit and shit like that? Or how does that work? Most claims we try to have completed within 15 days. No deadline? That's not too bad, I suppose. It's easy for me to say I don't have to do it. Hold up real fast. I need to pause this for a second. I determine who's liable for like an intersection wreck. But how do you, I don't know if you're allowed to say it. I'm wondering how you determine it. Like, I'm sure you get training on that. But I'm just wondering like what info you use to determine that. Especially like there's no cameras or nothing like that. Like how do you determine like, yeah, this motherfucker's lying. So I feel like a lot of people be lying. Oh, okay. So what if you don't have sufficient information? What if like there's no dash cam footage? Then there's two people saying two different things. Oh, you had some insurance fraud claims. Oh shit. I was gonna say, bro, there's too many people trying to get over, bro. I see dash cam footage all the time where like somebody just hit their brakes hard as hell, trying to get somebody to hit them, or they'll act like they got hit and they're like, "You just chipped my paint," and they're like, "Bro, I didn't even touch your car. What are you talking about?" People are crazy, man. There's actually so many crazy people in the world. It's pretty wild. Somebody just honking their horn outside. Strange. But yeah, it's interesting. Interesting. I've only been in a couple accidents. It's never tough with the insurance stuff. You think what really happened if there was like, oh, if there was like literal world peace for like 24 hours? I don't know, man. I don't think anybody would notice. I think people's lives only change when bad stuff happens. So sadly, it takes people dying, takes people getting hurt, takes people getting sick, for people to be like, oh man, like life is valuable. Oh, I should treat this person better. I almost lost them, blah blah blah. So if everything's good, people are just gonna be like, yeah, this is no different than my regular life. And then they would probably live how they've been living, bro. And something bad would happen afterwards, and they'll be like, man, now I see the value of peace. But yeah, I don't know how much that could really change anything, peace for 24 hours. Now, if there was like long term peace, that could change things. If there was peace for a year, maybe people would see like, oh well, when there's no war, this much stuff got done and this improved, and man, we need to make sure we don't ever go back to war. But I mean, as it stands, like, I don't know. It's like if somebody was bullying somebody every day, and you told them, hey, tomorrow there's no fighting. Okay. Now the next day, you're like, okay, you can go back to your normal schedule. What would stop the bully from beating a person up whenever the 24 hours were over? Like, they're just resuming their normal life. So, I don't think much would change, man. If anything. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? There's supposedly 5 people in this video right now. Who are you 5 people? Why won't you talk? Most people don't know how peaceful their life is really until something bad happens. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. That's just for everything. Peace, good, whatever. It takes bad stuff for people to realize, you know. You gotta get sad to realize how happy you were. You gotta, you know what 50 Cent say? Joy wouldn't be so special if it wasn't for pain. You know what I mean? So, that's just how it works. So, I mean, like, to an extent, you kind of need it so that you can appreciate the good stuff more, but multiple times. But, yeah, it's just how it is, man. Like I even said, even with my injury, I'm like, damn, bro, I really definitely didn't appreciate how strong my legs were. You just don't realize how much you use your legs every day until you can't use them motherfuckers, bro. Especially because I got super strong legs, bro. So a lot of stuff that I did was all coming from my legs and my hips. Now I'm like, damn, bro, like I can't do shit. But on the flip side, I really appreciate how strong I was overall because a lot of stuff that I do now is completely upper body, bro. Like I said, I'm probably gonna make a video tomorrow or something. Just show y'all how I gotta get out of bed, get on the toilet and everything. Like, bro, I literally gotta like lower myself. Like I gotta hang on to the door frame, put one arm on the toilet, and like pull myself and lower myself all upper body because I can't bend my legs. So if you're not strong, you literally just can't do that, you know. I took a week here interest on the squat rack. I was a little scared of going through it. Bro, you can't live in fear, dog. The thing is, what happened to me was gonna happen to me regardless. That's literally what the doctor said. He was like, man, like, he's like, 90% of your shit was gone already, bro. He was just like, if it didn't happen right then, it was gonna happen when you were doing something random. I was just gonna be walking down the stairs or something and my shit was gonna blow, bro. And people messaged me afterwards and they were just like, hey, bro, I had the same injury as you. I was holding my daughter, walking down the stairs, blew both of them at the same time. Or one dude told me he was hiking and he jumped off a rock, tore both of them. So, you know, like, freak accidents are freak accidents, bro. You can't stop living your life because of freak accidents. It's funny because, like I said, you don't pay attention to stuff until it pertains to you. But now I think about all these, like Tony Parker, bro. Remember when Tony Parker got hurt and he retired? I didn't know, bro. He did the same thing I did. I didn't even know back then. I just saw him holding his leg, holding his knee. I'm like, oh, he sprained his knee or some shit. I never looked into it. It's not my life. I don't care. Then I was just researching people that have pulled or torn their quad tendon and what their rehab was like. And I saw Tony Parker pop up. No, I didn't know Tony Parker tore a quad tendon. And I looked at that in that game. He just went, did a layup, and he came down. He was holding his shit. Exact same injury, bro. A couple of pro soccer players have done it. A lot of NFL players have done it. And so, yeah, man, I wasn't living in fear because of them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even know what their shit was. Now I do. Definitely be something I have to get over when I come back, but, you know. Colin, what's up, bro? You can't live your life in fear, dog. That's for anything. You can definitely be cautious. You can definitely be cautious. You can definitely be smart. But not in fear. If you're not doing something dangerous, then you should do it with full confidence. I was thinking of something, but now I can't think of it. Can't remember. Oh well. Colin, what you up to, man? What you up to, man? Even though it says 5 people in here, I really just see you and Darius. So, to me, 2 people are in here. But you never know. Sometimes I'll be having Portuguese speakers up in here. And maybe they just don't understand what I'm saying. Why there's so many Portuguese speakers? I don't know. Don't know what I did to attract Portuguese speakers. Sometimes there's Hispanohablantes too. Peace, peace, peace. What's up, bro? Long time no talk. Colin says he's keeping busy. That's good. Nothing wrong with keeping busy. Nothing wrong with keeping busy. Yo, what's the last good song that y'all listened to? It doesn't have to be new. Just the last good song you listened to. I'm good, bro. Studying for this Microsoft. That's what's up. That's what's up. How am I? I'm good, man. I'm alive, bro. My life is good. I can't complain. Father Time, Kendrick Lamar. Never heard it. I'm not really a Kendrick Lamar fan. I might have said that out here before. I don't really like his voice, bro. But I'm gonna go listen to that song after this, just because you said it was the last good song that you heard. I'll check it out. Alright, then the follow up to that question is, what's the last good song that you heard that was new? Like something that just came out. Or I guess it could just be the first time that you heard it. It doesn't have to be super new. But I love music. I love listening to new music. I really love listening to upcoming artists more than I love listening to established artists. They just be more raw. They be putting more passion and creativity into it because either they want people to listen to it or they know nobody's listening to their shit. So it just be more real. Father Time by Kendrick Lamar. I gotta remember that. Gotta remember that. Nobody else in the chat listens to music. Or they ain't heard no good songs. Could be either one. I don't know. Could be either one. Stumbled across this live by complete accident, but glad to see you with that positive outlook still. Hope recovery's going well. Oh yeah, always positive, always positive. Man, the thing is, things can always be so much worse, bro. They can always be so much worse. And I mean, even though I've never had like a serious injury in all my 20 plus years of training, I've still dealt with like adversity before, so I'll be alright. Yeah, there's people that there's people that have like real life problems, people that are starving, people that are homeless, people that got stuff that they can't figure out. So I'm all set. I'll be recovering eventually, you know what I mean? So I can't really complain too much. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So nobody else has heard a good song except Darius. We gotta have something better than Father Time by Kendrick Lamar. I ain't even heard that song, but I know there's something better than that. Father Time. What is Father Time about, Darius? I mean, I can imagine, but like, it's probably less basic than the title suggests. It's probably got some kind of spin on it, don't it? Did Darius abandon us? Did he drop this Father Time suggestion and leave? Trying to find the love again. I came back to let you know I think for you. This cannot be the best suggestion. I refuse to end this live with Father Time by Kendrick Lamar being the last good song that someone's heard. What kind of visa do I have? I'm a resident, dog. This is my country, bro. I got connects. That's why Will is the guy, bro. That's why. That's why I be telling people. I said, especially if you come in here, he's the guy, bro. He's got all the government connects. Nights Over Egypt. Who made that? That Kendrick Lamar? You giving me more Kendrick Lamar fucking songs, bro? You only get one Kendrick Lamar suggestion. If I could go anywhere, where would it be and why? I'm pretty happy here in Colombia, bro. I don't want to go anywhere else. Jonah Luna. I learned how to do the ending of a calculus problem. How did you learn that? Did you figure it out by yourself or did someone tell you? Oh, Jones Girls. Okay, my bad, bro. I didn't even. My brain was just thinking you were giving me another Kendrick Lamar song, bro. Jonah, did you learn from an Indian guy on YouTube or did someone help you in real life? I haven't done a calculus problem in like a solid 8 years, maybe 10, maybe 10. Name a car for an edit, bro. I'm the worst person in the world with cars. I only know the cars that I've had, so I can only tell you my very first car was a what is that shit called? A 300. It was a Nissan ZX. You probably know what I'm talking about if you're a car person. It was a 1988 300 ZX. Okay, it was in person. And how did that make you feel? Did you feel super proud when you figured that out? Were you like, man, I'm the guy, bro? No one can tell me anything about calculus now. Last song I heard was Wes Nelson featuring Craig David. Ooh, Craig David. Haven't heard that name in a long time. Of course, I like UK Garage. Except the UK people say garage. All right, there's your car then. There's your car. 1988 300ZX, bro. What kind of edit? Like, what are you gonna do? Jonah, stick to that calculus, man. Don't let it go. How old are you? And like, first of all, yeah, how old are you? I'm trying to figure out what grade you're in if you're doing calculus. Finna get you to a concert. Well, not a Kendrick Lamar concert. I ain't going to that. No. Bro, I've been to one concert in my entire life. And it was literally like a year ago. The first and probably last concert that I've ever been to. Who do I look up to and why? I look up to my dad because he's my dad and he's the coolest person in the world. And yeah. Just like an edit showing different pictures and a nice beat drop and stuff. Okay, yeah. 1988 300ZX. Edwin Palacios. This my legs are good. They're recovering. I mean, you can't see them, but I can bend them a lot now. You probably can see the top of my knee right here coming up. I'm lifting that up all by myself. So it's good. Me estoy recuperando. It's all good. I'm alive. I can't complain. Gotta go, but you seem like a great guy. Keep it up. You'll get there someday. I'm already here, baby. What you mean? There's nowhere to go. I'm already living life. I'm at the peak, man. But I appreciate you. Have a good night. Your dad's a legend. Seeing the stuff you post about your parents on Twitter is very wholesome. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. I love my parents to death. Wouldn't want them any other way, man. They did a great job being parents. They did the very best that they could. There's a lot of people that say that, but I don't think they really mean it. But my parents actually did the best that they could. And they worked on being better parents while they were parents. And they admitted their faults, so that's always good. I made the chat get lit. Did you do that? I think you made the chat dead for a second. You brought up Kendrick Lamar. Nobody said nothing, bro. They're like, bro, no. Finna tackle this claim. Salute, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. Let's see, who would still be here? We got Dean, maybe Edwin. I don't know if Edwin is still here. Jonah might still be here. I said I was gonna stay on till 10:15, but it says 8 people are in the chat right now. I will stay on as long as people are here and talking. If nobody's talking, I'll probably get off and get on Twitter and tweet absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. That's what I do. Dean, what time is it over there, man? I feel like it's very, very late. 3 a.m. Bro, why? That is way too late to be awake. Dang, you made me want to listen to some garage music now. Probably gonna see me tweet hella links to some garage songs. My love, so true. My love, is good for you. How do you vote outside the U.S.? I don't know. My voting situation has always been weird, bro. I've been in the military, so I've never been in the state that I voted in. So I've always had to do, assuming that I actually voted, I've always had to do some kind of form. I've never been to a real ballot before. So, yeah. Don't know, man. I'm not exactly a voter. Not in presidential elections. Um, Not saying that voting doesn't matter, but if I care more about fixing things locally than I do worrying about the president. Because, I mean, in reality, we all know that the president doesn't have that much power. He matters politically because, like, people might not associate with us or they might see us a certain way depending on who he is. But we all know about checks and balances. We all know they can't just do whatever he wants. But your local people, the people that fix the potholes, the people that fund this, that, and the other, people that build parks, you can affect that stuff. So that is the stuff that I complain about. I only write my senators when I want some shit to get done. Because if you write a senator and they have to contact uh, some branch of the government, it's gonna get done fast, bro. When I was having passport problems, I wrote my senator and I said, yo, they said expedited shipping times was this fast. Why is it taking this long? My senator said, sorry to hear that. I'm gonna write him tomorrow. Man, that shit changed from experiencing problems to your passport has been shipped in 1 day, bro. 1 day. So that's the kind of stuff I worry about. I worry about my local politicians. I worry about potholes. I worry about them shutting parks down and shit like that. I don't really care what Joe Biden or Trump does. Because, like I said, I can't change shit that they do. They can't even do that much. They can't do what they want to do. Giselle, hey there. What's up? Hey, what's up? Hello. It says 9 people are here. Somehow I don't believe that. Earlier there was about 6 people talking. That was believable. It could be believable. Just closing the day. That's crazy because it's 10:20. Too late. Too late. You live national. When last were you local? What does that mean? Are you asking when's the last time I was in the United States? The last time I was in the United States was in October. Or September, sorry. Just finished classes. Yeah. That's crazy. That's too late for me. I wouldn't be able to teach this late. I wouldn't be able to focus. A local community? Well, when I lived in the States, I lived in a local community. Let me be somewhat sensible and go to sleep. No doubt I'll catch you on Twitter at some point. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna see a whole bunch of links on Twitter to UK Garage songs. You're gonna be like, yo, I inspired that. But alright, bro, have a good night. What is that emoji? Oh. What are you planning? You have to plan your next day of teaching, I'm guessing? Hey, I'm looking to travel to visit friends in Medellin. I'm inspired by your videos. That's cool, man. I hope you have fun out there. Be safe. Get with your friends. Have some fun, man. Would you rather always have to wear roller skates or always have to wear boxing gloves? Hmm. I'm gonna say I'd rather always have to wear boxing gloves. That's a really tough choice, but there's too many things that I might have to do. Like you can't run in roller skates. You can't make like sharp turns. Somebody could like steal something out of your back pocket. You have to like spin around, and if you got into a fight, they could just push you over. It'd be uncomfortable. I'll never be able to use my fingers again, but it also depends on how big the boxing gloves are. Cause like the fight gloves, the like 8 ounce, those are small, bro. You can grab stuff like this because your hand can bend a little bit in the gloves. So I'd rather wear boxing gloves. That's my answer. That is my answer. 16-ounce gloves? Oh, come on, bro. Don't do that. Nah, still, bro. Like, you wouldn't be able to squat. You really wouldn't be able to do any decent leg exercises. You would have your hands. Ah, man, that's just you. Mm, hmm. And we're talking about inline skates or like the skates that have like, you know what I'm saying, 4 wheels. 'Cause that makes a difference too. Because like the 4 wheels, I might be able to work with that. Inline skates, I can't do it, no. Can't. Just can't do it. Need my feet, bro. Imagine trying to sit down on the toilet and you just bust your ass, bro, because your skate slipped out from under you. But you probably wouldn't be able to wipe good with boxing gloves on. But you know what? You didn't say that I couldn't put stuff over the skates. So what I would do is I would always wear the skates and I would just put like cloth over them. Or like you know how you could put tennis balls on the bottom of a chair? I would do that. I would put tennis balls over the skates. So that essentially I'll just be wearing like platform shoes. I'll be wearing high heels. You didn't say any restrictions, so you can't take it away now. So I'm picking skates. Still got my hands free. I'll probably even still be able to squat like that. Man, it wasn't so bad. Tapping in, what's up, bro? You been boxing or what? Well, since you're here, why don't you answer this question? Would you rather always have to wear roller skates or always have to wear boxing gloves? We want to know your answer, bro. Why is everybody coming to the chat so late, bro? Every time I'm like, you know what? I'm getting kind of tired. I think I'm going to get off of here. And then like 8 people pop up. Boxing gloves with holes in them so you can use your fingers. I thought about that, but I'm like, are they still gloves if you put holes in them? I don't really know. I feel like then they're mittens. Depends on where you put the holes in them. Like, how much of a boxing glove can you take away before it's not a boxing glove anymore? It's like that's just a ship, right? If I rip my boxing gloves, they're still boxing gloves. If the thumb part falls off of my boxing gloves, they're still boxing gloves. But I feel like if you just take the whole top off and you just got something wrapped around your wrist, they're not really gloves anymore. So I don't know. I don't know how that would work. We gotta consult the definition of gloves. They make mittens that fold back so you can use your fingers and they're still mittens. I've never seen those. I really don't like gloves, so we should start there. That's why that was such a tough choice for me. Even when I lived in Germany, Even when I lived in New York and it was like freezing, I don't wear gloves. I hate not having like this proprioception. Like I need to be able to grab stuff like this. I don't want to I can't really get a good grip on it because I'm wearing gloves. I'd rather my hands be cold than not be able to firmly grasp something. I don't wear gloves. I don't wear straps when I lift. Like I just can't stand the feeling of not being able to do this and really feel. Even when I ran track in college, I'll be running in the cold because I was in New York. Bro, I was trying to start the race with gloves on, and like 10, like not even 10, like 5 seconds into the race, I just pull them off and just throw them, bro. I lost so many pairs of gloves as a runner. Can they be winning gloves? He said 16-ounce gloves, bro. 16-ounce gloves. Do what you want with that. But just think about this, bro. You go to the bathroom, it gets crazy up in there. You gotta wipe afterwards, bro. You got gloves on. You can't take them off. What you doing, bro? And I don't want to get vulgar, but you know, there's some activities that I would like my hands for. There's solitary activities. You know, sometimes you're a little stressed out. Sometimes you need to go to bed. Trying to do that with boxing gloves on, I don't know, bro. Don't know. Rollerblades, wouldn't be able to wipe my ass for 16 ounces. See, that was like my deciding factor too, bro. First I said gloves, and then I was like, oh hell nah, bro. There's like too much stuff that you can't do with gloves on, bro. Way too much. So just gotta take my chances with the rollerblades on. You'll never be able to box again for real. Like you can't be in the ring on skates. You definitely get knocked out, bro. Literally on skates. Just scoop the Vaseline into the glove. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You could do that. You could do that. But the 16 ounces, though, bro, you're not going to be able to. You ain't going to be able to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said earlier. I'm like, if you got 8-ounce gloves or something, you might be able to maneuver your hand a little bit and change the glove. But the 16s, bro, you ain't grabbing nothing in those, bro. Surprised someone hasn't made a rollerblade boxing league. No, you're surprised you haven't seen it. It probably exists, bro. I think at this point, I've seen every version of fighting. Bro, I saw people fighting on a fucking bro, I don't even know what it was, but they were fighting over water, bro. And the dude got knocked out and fell into the water. And I was like, whose idea was this, bro? Unconscious and you fell into the water, bro? Like, this is stupid. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. I seen the phone booth fighting. What else? Wheelchair boxing. I've seen some weird stuff, bro. So I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna Google rollerblade boxing. I guarantee you someone has done it. Guarantee it. And it's probably somewhat cool for like one fight. I feel like all those other fight leagues exist because those people know that they are not gonna make it in boxing. And they're like, well, if we do this kind of boxing, I might be the best in the world. Because all the good fighters are actually doing boxing already. Got 16 ounce. Bruh, what's your problem, dog? What is your problem, bro? Hey man, what's up with all this Meek Mill stuff, bro? I've been avoiding chiming in on that. I don't know what's going on, dog. It's a little strange. Like the first time I saw everything, I'm like, bruh, what is this fake parody shit, bro? Then somebody was like, here's the full court documents. I'm like, bruh, this shit definitely fake. Click on it. I'm like, ooh, 73 pages. I start going through the 73 pages. I'm like, hey man, this is kind of well written. Real names, lawyer names. I was like, is this a real court document? And then Meek, he got mad and he's like, man, y'all, blah, blah, blah. Here's the real court document. I'm like, bro, that's literally the document that we all read, bro. It literally says a rapper from Philadelphia that was dating Nicki Minaj. I'm pretty sure that's you, bro. So I don't know what he thought he was proving by posting that. That was just, man. That whole situation's weird, dog. Like, I think everyone knows that Hollywood and like any kind of music industry, movie industry, all of that stuff is weird. But it always seems to be even weirder than I thought it was. I start my lessons Monday. Let's go, bro. My boy about to be fluent in Spanish. Let's get it. You doing 5 times a week? That's good, bro. You're gonna make a lot of progress, bro. It's gonna be frustrating for sure. So don't get down on yourself. But I guarantee you, bro, the first thing you need to do, like tonight, bro, or tomorrow, but before Monday, what you need to do is open your camera and make a video speaking literally everything that you can say in Spanish, bro. Open the video up, say my name is this, I'm from here, this is my job, this is what I'm gonna do today, this is what I did earlier today. Just say as much as you can about your life and your day. And then save that shit somewhere, bro. You don't have to post it or nothing. You can if you want to. If you want to start a YouTube channel, go ahead. But it doesn't have to be for anybody else. Do that. Come back to it after 1 month of lessons, 2 months of lessons. And I think minimum you should make a video every month. Like I said, you never have to post it anywhere, but if you decide to, it's just really cool. It's really cool to look at and it's really cool for other people to see. And then on top of that, once you make that progress, it's just that people are not gonna believe that you ever were back somewhere else. Like I be trying to tell people like, oh yeah, I was worse than you, bro. And they're like, nah, because you did this and this and this. And I'm like, I got the videos, dog. I got my first day. Got my first day. My goal is to be fluent by the end of the year. Fluency is a very subjective word. I would say come up with a more specific goal than that. Or define what fluency is to you. And then we can decide if it's realistic. Because a lot of people say fluency and they're talking about something that's higher than fluency even to me. Or they're just talking about something that's unrealistic. Sometimes it's even unrealistic in your native language. Started studying. How's that studying going for that cert, bro? You're right, that method works. Yeah, you know. Yeah, he's working. He's about to start working with the guy that taught me Spanish. So he's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. That dude's an amazing teacher. But yeah, like I said, you're taking the best path possible. Like I said, just keep track of your progress. It helps when you get frustrated because you can look back and be like, oh shit, I can't believe I was talking like that. That's crazy. I'm way better. You'll feel like nothing's moving, but you look back at your old stuff and you're like, oh damn, I was trash, bro. Like now I can actually talk without stopping, blah blah blah. Can't wait to tell the story of my first time meeting you in Spanish. Let's go. Yeah, bro. Yeah, like I said, make videos. If you want to post them, go ahead. If you don't, like I said, just keep it in your phone or like a folder or something like that. Like for me, I made a video. I think the day after I talked to Will for the first time, and then I made a video every month. But I didn't post it on YouTube until like maybe 8 or 9 months in, because I was just too embarrassed, bro. I was like, I don't want nobody to see this shit. But I mean, after I got to a certain point, it was cool, like I said, because people would be like, oh, I don't believe you went from that to this in 1 year or something like that. And I'll be like, I got the videos, dog. They got timestamps on them. I don't know what you want me to say. So it's cool for that. But like I said in the beginning, when I was actually on that level, I'm like, ew, why I sound like that, bro? Why do I stutter over every fucking word, bro? I know these words. I don't know why I can't say them. But that's just how it is, bro. You got to build that brain to mouth connection. Going great. Been making an effort to put in 2 hours daily, learning slowly, but enjoying the process. That's good, bro. That's good. I was thinking about doing something like that just to do it, but I'm really bad at doing stuff that I don't care about. So I would like start for 2 days and then stop. So I have to find something in that world that actually interests me. I can't do stuff just to do it. I can't do stuff just to do it or for money. Like some people will be like, "Oh, this is gonna be good money. I don't really care for it, but blah blah blah." I don't care if it's the most money in the world, bro. If I don't like that shit, I can't do it. I gotta be interested in it. JT, what I'm guessing you're learning or have learned a good amount of Spanish, or you about to put up to Medellin with no Spanish. I don't know anything about you, so I don't know. If you're learning, what do you think the most difficult thing is about learning? What just makes your head hurt? You're just like, bro, fuck, I always get this shit wrong. Oh, okay, you're learning. Been learning for 7 months. Okay, that's good. Well, I will ask you the same stuff. You weren't here last time, but I asked this guy right here, the life of Meek. I asked him what he thought about his own Spanish, where he thought he was at, and then I asked him more questions to see if he was still sure. So I'm asking you, where do you think your Spanish is? What, you don't have to like specifically classify it. You don't have to say like, oh, I'm C1 or B1 or some shit like that. But what do you think about your Spanish? What can you do and what can you not do? Can you have conversations? Is there anything that you feel like, nah, I'm just not at that level, I can't do this? My guy. Respect. Yeah, I just got cut like 4 hours ago, bro. 5, 6. It's 10:30. I'm tripping. That's my guy though, bro. Whenever you come here, we'll schedule you a cut. We gotta get you a Colombian cut, bro. We gotta get you. We gotta get you a siete, bro. We gotta just shave the sides off and just have you with that mohawk. Leave you a little bit of hair right here. And have you looking mad Colombian, bro. Bro, the funniest shit about that haircut is like, it's so a part of the culture here. Like, bro, like people be in restaurants with that haircut. There's like certain hairstyles in the United States that's like, oh, like you won't see that hairstyle in a banker or something like that, right? Actually, okay, you're going freeforms. That's surprising, but that's actually a great example. The United States is getting more progressive. Let's just go back 10 years, 15 years. You wouldn't see somebody with freeform locks in a lot of jobs. You just wouldn't. Oh, you're joking. Okay. I just was like, that's surprising. I'm not gonna say nothing about that. I was like, I can't see that, bro. But I was like, whatever. But I would compare it to that though. Seriously, it's just you won't see that in a lot of places. So, like to me, that's like, but it's the opposite. This haircut, it looks kind of outrageous, but you would just see like the finest. And when I say fine, I don't mean how they look. I mean like it's a classy establishment, like the finest waiters, and they got that siete, and they got the fucking mullet type thing, and I'm like, bro, that shit don't even go with this job, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? But everybody has that shit, bro. If they're young enough to still have that much hair and they can do it, it's like almost everyone has it. It's weird to see somebody with a fade. I can read, but I can't really think or speak what I want to say. It's a frustrating place to be because ooh, that's a good vocabulary word. I don't know if I can put it yet to know a lot of things. Okay, what are you doing for your input, bro? And if you don't know, JT, do you know who Mike Ben is or no? Yeah, yeah, you wouldn't see people with locks in a lot of jobs when we were kids. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't have a problem with locks, but just because we grew up like that, I'm like biased, bro. It sucks. It's just it's, I can't really call it implicit because I'm like aware of it, and I know I shouldn't be. But I just see somebody with locks, and I'm like, what's going on there, bro? You can't have that in a professional setting, but you can though. Like, what? What are the locks doing to your profession? They're not doing anything. But it was just we couldn't for so long that I'm just like, damn, like people could really have locks now, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, it's called a siete. You don't know? All right, JT. Here's what you gotta do, bro. This is gonna motivate you. Shut up, Axel. Uh, yeah, all right, there we go. Phil's had locks literally since I've known him. 15, 16 something years, maybe more. Dang, y'all made me miss what I was gonna say to JT. Okay, JT, either right now or when you get off of here, click on Mike's page. He started his channel when he was learning Spanish. This It's been like 4 years. So he had his month one all the way up until now, bro. Monthly reports and conversations and stuff like that. And so you'll see some good progress on there, bro. It's gonna motivate you. Gotta click on it and check it out. But you might also be able to look at his videos and see like, okay, this is the kind of input I need to be getting, and this is how much I need to practice. Because input's important, but you gotta practice speaking too, bro. Bye, Axa. Do your homework. I know what you mean. I have the same program, man. Yeah. Exactly. It's just different, bro. We just grew up different, and it's funny, bro, because like I never had braids until literally because of COVID. I grew my hair out and grew braids, but even that, like, bro, when it was time to go back to work, I'm like, I didn't need to shave my head, bro. I can't be having braids at the job. But then I was like, but why not though? Like, why? Like, but it's just times are different now, bro. Same with tattoos. My parents used to tell me only fucking sailors and prisoners got tattoos. Now, the lamest motherfuckers be having like full sleeves and stuff. Like, it shit has nothing to do with being tough or nothing like that. Somebody I know just got a Seattle Mariners tattoo on their face, bro. I'm like, why would you do that, bro? Why would you do that? I still think that's crazy. But the fact that he was comfortable enough to do it, I'm just saying, yeah, times are different, bro. I've been trying to get out and do street interviews. Why does every woman I ask to do an interview think I'm trying to hit on them? Bro, because street interviews are weird. Are you doing them in Spanish or no? Bro, at one point in time, I swore I was gonna do street interviews, and like literally the same day, I was like, bro, I'm not doing that shit, bro. It's never gonna happen. It's just not my thing, dog. Definitely have a couple friends in Colombia who I speak with. The one friend is learning English, and we speak as best we can without worrying about grammar. That's cool. There's no problem with doing that. The only thing I would say is in language exchanges. I don't know why this happens, but I feel like the person who's learning English always dominates. Like that's just what happens. I think everyone that I know that tried to do it that way ended up shifting to paying someone, even if it was cheap, paying someone to just only speak in Spanish because you also need to get replies in Spanish so that you can learn like okay this is how people reply to this normally, this is what people ask when you say this. So if every time you say something in Spanish they reply in English, it's something. It's something. You are working on your output, but I think it would be better if y'all were speaking in Spanish. He needs to be careful if he goes to LA. Oh yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, why would you do that, bro? Like, similar to easy Spanish. That's dope. That could be cool. I went to a language exchange last week. Terrible. Especially with so many people. I legit spoke for 4 minutes cumulatively the entire conversation. Yeah, I've never done anything like that before. Like literally, for better or for worse, when I got serious about learning Spanish, I was literally only talking to Will, and he forbade that I spoke in English. Like I couldn't speak in English, so either I could figure it out or I couldn't, and he would fill in the gap, but I couldn't speak in English. And he's smart, and he knew that I would ask a lot of questions so that he would have to talk a lot. So he would like be like, "You can't ask no more questions for 5 minutes. Only I can ask you questions now." So he would force me to talk more. Okay, they reply in Spanish, but that's good. That's good. It's better than nothing for sure. Like I said, it's still kind of difficult. I can't criticize. I can't say anything because, like I just said, I've never done a language exchange in that way, so I couldn't even tell you the most efficient way to go about it. Mike has actually hosted language exchanges, so he could. It was cool to meet people, but horrible for language practice. Any advice for getting those interviews done? I guess it would depend on the topic. Um, I think so. There's this guy that I follow on TikTok in Puerto Rico, and he just walks up to people. I mean, this is in Spanish, but for people are listening that don't speak Spanish, I'm gonna say it in English. But he's basically like, if you could fart right now, I'll give you $100. And I noticed he mainly approaches older people, because it seems like older people don't have shit to do, and so they're willing to stop and talk. I think approaching women is a horrible idea because, like you said, they're always gonna think you're trying to spit at them. Maybe if you approach them in a group, they'll be like, okay, he's really trying to do an interview. So I think single dudes, because you don't want to approach a dude that's with his girl because he might feel like you're trying to do some weird stuff and feel defensive. But I would approach men and I would approach elderly people. At least just to get my feet wet and just like not get so many no's or weird people. And then like that dude, that dude who does that thing, he's done it in that parking lot so many times that people know what he's doing. So like people make videos. They'll be like, "Ah man, my stomach hurts. Where's that dude that gives you $100 if you could fart?" Like that's just how much he does it. So also people put their guard down when they see him. They know he's not on nothing like crazy weird. They know they're not about to get like embarrassed. Like they know exactly what he's up to. Like, oh, this is the guy that interviews people in this parking lot. He's cool. Like, Carol G's coming to Atlanta. I'm thinking about just waiting outside of the concert. That could be a good one. Could be a good one. I think you should just go to places that are chill, to be honest. Um, like a park, bro. Like like the boulevard here, people literally just sit out there, bro. They just sit on the benches or whatever. So it wouldn't be like, ah, bro, I got somewhere to be. I can't do this. Like, if you walked up and started interviewing them, they'll just do it. Um,
Deep.
I would love to buy. I would love to pay a tutor and study for 20 hours a week if I could find the time. Well, I don't know what your schedule's like, but you could. I don't know how many times you're doing like the language exchange thing, but you could just swap half of those for the tutor. It doesn't have to be 20 hours a week. That's a lot to me. Like for me, I don't know what Mike could tell you what he did, but I was doing 1 hour, bro. 1 hour a day. It was definitely not 20 hours a week, not even close. And I would say I've never done more than that. Like, just, nah, I've never
You're
done more
gonna
than
eat that tomorrow?
Probably not.
You're so spoiled.
Oh, it just wasn't good.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sucks. How much was it?
I don't. It was a lot because I got a whole pizza. You can't read.
I'm just trying to figure out. Okay.
1 to 2 hours of speaking practice a week is plenty. Yeah, exactly, bro. I never did more than, like I said, when I was like at peak with Will, I think I was doing 4 days a week
It
for
was
1 hour.
40,000
Yeah. Is that a lot?
to not eat it. Yes.
I ate half of it.
Sure, come.
Hater.
The homeless people will love this.
They probably will. What was I saying though? Oh yeah. At my peak, 1 hour, 4 days. I don't think I ever did 5 days, but yeah. And that was plenty enough to get me to where I got. Are you familiar with the Colombian stream or West Coast? Yeah, definitely. I'm back. What's up, Giselle? Agreed, Jalen. 1 to 2 hours per week. Yeah. Yeah, Mike, you bad dog.
Tell Mike stop being a pervert.
Oh, how's he being a pervert?
Because the girls think he's hitting on him, so that's
Mike, Axel said stop being a pervert and hitting on the girls
behavior.
that you're interviewing.
Pervert. Married bitch. Pervert. Always side with women.
Always side with women.
What he said.
Hmm?
What he said.
He said genuine intentions, Axel.
I'm genuinely perverted.
She said genuinely perverted. That's funny. But yeah, that's just, yeah. Can I ask you a question? I have a boyfriend. Yeah, bro, but that's why, like, I worked as a personal trainer for almost not a decade, but a good 8 years, bro. Or maybe six. Six, and then in strength and conditioning for the other 2 or 3 years. But even as a trainer, bro, I'm talking about I will have a big ass shirt that says trainer, master trainer on it. I see somebody like doing the worst squats I've ever seen in my life. Like I remember what?
You talking about yourself.
Goodbye. You're interrupting my story, bro. Get out. I remember I saw this girl doing like literally I thought she was gonna kill herself, bro. Because the way she was squatting, like I'm like, oh my god, like, she keeps leaning so far forward, the bar keeps rolling up in her neck. So I walked over, I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. I'm just like, can I show you a safer way to do that? And she's just like, I didn't come to the gym for that. I'm just trying to work out. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to help you. And she said, I'll figure it out. Please stop talking to me. I was like, oh shit, like, bro, what's going on here? Doc, literally the very next squat, it rolled up on her neck. Bam! She hit the ground like face first. I didn't help. I didn't pick that shit up off her. I'm too petty, bro. I was gonna help, and I was like, she told me to stop talking to her, bro. I gotta respect that. So other people like rushed and helped her, but I was like, no. So I learned that lesson pretty early. I'm just like, bro, it's not it's not worth it. Like I don't give unsolicited advice. I don't walk up to single women for anything, bro. They have to come and talk to me, and yeah. So I know what you're going through, bro, because I've been through it. I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to save your fucking life. You think I'm trying to get your number, bro? I don't. You're not even cute. Phil said, quit talking about me. Damn, Mike, she took your she took your comment all kinds of wrong, bro. He wasn't saying he has a boyfriend. That's what the girl said to him. Yeah, Mike. God's gift to earth. Yeah, dog. Like I said, I've been through that a lot as a trainer. Oh, that's a good one. If you have a girl that's a friend to come with you. But do you have a girl friend that speaks Spanish though? I guess she doesn't really have to speak Spanish, but it's gonna be weird if she's there and she doesn't say anything. Yeah, there's almost no way that I would participate in a street interview. I've seen too many street interviews, and I'm just like, dog, I don't have time for that, bro. I think I've only seen like a couple where it's like legit trying to get like a real answer. Most of them be asking dumb shit, editing your response, trying to make you look crazy. I get it. Have men basically trained women to respond that way? Um, I think so. The world is scary, bro. The world is scary. For everybody, but particularly for women, obviously. Like me and Axel were just talking about. I used to always tell her, I'm like, bro, you can't go hiking alone. Like, there's crazy fucking people out there, and you're a woman. Like, it's not like a sexist thing. Like, you're 5'2", you're little. There's dudes that are looking for like easy work, basically. Like they're predators. You know what I'm saying? And we just, bro, in our not my hometown, in Axel's hometown, literally this woman was hiking, bro, and she survived. So she told the story. She said she she felt someone walking really close to her. They were alone, bro. So she turned around and she was face to face with this dude, and she was like, "Oh, sorry," and she like stepped to the side, and he stepped with her, and she was like, "Oh, I'm just trying to get around," and then like she was like creeped out, so she turned around and he, bow, bust her in the back of the head, bro. Pushed her on the ground, sat on top of her, and then she was like, "Yo, just I'll give you whatever you want, blah blah blah." And he's just like, "Oh no, I'm about to kill you." And he pulled out a knife and started shanking her up, bro, and beating her ass, like. And then he tried, basically he cut her neck, and like barely missed her jugular vein. And someone, she was screaming, so two other people that were super far away came and saw it, kicked the dude in the head, and he ran away. But her face is all stabbed up, her whole head, she had to get like 170 stitches. Like, bro, this means nothing to you, but this was in Point Defiance. This was a park that like old women and shit be walking at, bro. This is Tacoma. Yeah, bro. So that's what I be telling people. I'm like, bro, there's no safe places. You can't just be. I wouldn't go hiking by myself, bro. I'm not about to be out in the woods where somebody could do something to me, and like if I scream, nobody can hear me. or if my cell phone ain't working, I can't. Like, at least if you got two people, somebody could run away or some shit. I carry at night. No games being played. Yeah, I'm not a carry type of person, bro, but I do stay on guard though. I just try to stay out of those situations, like that type of stuff. Like you carry at night, I just be like, if I don't have to go out, I'm not gonna go out. Like I'm not about to just like there was occasionally times where I'd go to the gas station like super late at night because I'm like, oh, like I want some ice cream or something. But normally I just think to myself like, bro, just get the ice cream tomorrow, dog. It's no, it's just nothing good outside at nighttime, bro. Hiking in random areas is low key dead nowadays, bro. I got this girl that I went to school with. Phil, you might know Gianna. Do you know Gianna? Gianna travels everywhere. Gianna travels to Colombia, Panama, like all these places. And bro, she'll be deep in the woods with a monkey on her shoulder, and I'm like, "Who you out there with? You out there with your brother or what?" And she's like, "No, I'm alone." And I'm like, "Bro, you in a fucking jungle in Ecuador by yourself, bro?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, it's cool. This trail is well known." And I'm like, "No, bro, no, no. Like you're 5 foot tall, 110 pounds, walking through the jungle by yourself, bro. You definitely ain't got no cell phone service in the Ecuadorian jungle, bro. It's not a hiking trail in Georgia or something, bro. That's crazy, bro." Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. It's weird because she's like a full time traveler, bro. Like literally since I've known her, like when she was young, she used to go to Mexico one deep. Um, she's literally been all around the world, bro. Like literally once a month, she's in a different country. She works a remote job, so yeah, she's definitely playing with her life for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, she green. It's hard to say that, but yeah, it's true. I don't know, man. Some people just are not very cautious. Whose channel did I recommend you check out? Mike Ben right here. Oh shit, no, because this is your alternate channel. Just type in Mike Ben Spanish in your search bar, bro, and you're gonna see it. What did you sell? Say I missed it. Oh, online dating. Almost all things people say are half lies. It could be. It could be. I think there's a. I think the way people go about online dating is wrong. That's what I think. Um, I think when you do online dating, first of all, you gotta FaceTime the person as early as possible. I think people drag stuff out too much with the text and stuff. You gotta FaceTime them, bro. You can't. Obviously, you don't want to meet somebody you never FaceTime because that's dangerous. You gotta FaceTime them, have some combos. If the FaceTime combos trash, you ain't gonna want to meet them anyways. But if the FaceTime combos are good, you're gonna be able to get some vibes. You're gonna be able to see um where they living at, what kind of environment they have, like stuff like that. But like I said, most people are just like clicking on the first person they see that's cute and not doing no kind of like research into the shit that they say and stuff like that. Seems like most couples I know met online. I mean, yeah, that's the way to go. You know, I met my wife online, bro. I thought that shit was weird when I was doing it, but it worked out. So, but I mean, I definitely had some bad experiences, bro. I met some psychos, dog. Some real deal psychos. But like I said, I always played it. I always played it the same way, so I could tell they were psycho. I never met with them. She literally, I told her she probably didn't believe me, but I was like, I never met up with nobody off of these apps because we'll match or whatever the app was. I don't know. Bumble's like different or some shit, but it'll get connected. I'm like, cool. Here's my number if you want to holler, whatever. And we'll talk on FaceTime or some shit. And I'll be like, oh hell no, like no, she's crazy, bro. So I'll be like, oh yeah, good talking to you. Yeah, we gotta link up for real. Blocked, blocked. I remember this one shorty. I can't remember what her name was. It's been too long, but I just remember she was Pakistani. And I had matched with her, and bro, this was like 4 days, bro. 4 days, bro. She was just like, hey, you wanna go to this thing tonight? And I was just like, oh no, I work. Like I literally work until 8 p.m. I can't. And she was just like, man, you never want to do anything. And I'm like, well, like I literally just met you and I work, so like I couldn't go even if I wanted to. And bro, I'm talking about you left the longest paragraph with like all kinds of fuck yous and you're probably never gonna find anybody because you think you're too cool to blah blah blah. You're so arrogant. You just you think you're cool because you post weightlifting videos. And then she was like, "Fuck you and good luck on Bumble." And I was like, "All right, like that's probably why I didn't link up with you. I knew you was crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. Yeah, we gotta link up as a no go." I'll be like, oh yeah, for sure, bro. Definitely gonna make that happen. Paquete chileno. Yeah, dog. Lots of people got lots of trauma. The bad thing about dating, bro, it's not bad. It just is what it is that everybody has some form of trauma, except me. I don't know. My life is just great, I guess. But everybody got some shit that they dealing with, bro. And you really have to decide that this person's shit is worth dealing with, cause you're not gonna get somebody that's clean, bro. And if they are clean, they probably got something else going on, bro. Yeah, I feel the same way. But you know what, bro? If you tell people that, they're gonna say you just haven't explored enough and blah blah blah. Because most people can't fathom a life that's that good. But I be trying to tell people, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I literally had nothing going on. Like, my parents protected me from everything. My parents were hella good parents, bro. So I just don't have trauma. Like, I just don't. Um, but yeah, you're not gonna find somebody like that. So you just gotta accept that. And like I said, you have to be like, you know what? I fuck with this person so much that I'm willing to work, well, I'm willing to be here while they work through that shit. Because, like I said, everybody's working through some shit, bro. Most people don't have good parents. Most people don't have two parents that was together. If they had two parents that was together, they saw some crazy shit. Saw their pops cheating, saw their pops beat their mom up, saw arguments and shit. Like one day, Axa asked me like did my parents like yell at each other often when I was growing up? I was like, my parents don't yell at each other ever. Like not once in my lifetime, bro. So like to me, that's not a thing. Like I would never yell at her. And I think it's crazy if I would think it was super, super crazy if she yelled at me. I think that's hella disrespectful. If I'm yelling at you, that means I want to fight, bro. So, I mean, I wouldn't actually yell if I wanted to fight. I'll just start swinging. But I'm just saying, that was not an event in my childhood, so that's not a way to resolve things. I'm not saying they never got mad at each other, but they weren't yelling, for sure. And so if you grew up with that, that's somewhat normal. And so you wouldn't even think like, oh, you're like, oh no, it's normal when two people blah blah blah, it's passion. I'm like, no, bro, no. And that's the thing too. Lots of people grew up with crazy shit, and grew up with crazy people telling them, if y'all don't argue, if y'all don't yell at each other and shit like that, it's not real love because there's no passion. Bruh, people really think that, bro. So they're like, nah, this is too good. We're having a good time. We're not arguing. We don't really like each other. What? What are you talking about, bro? I'm about to be at 2,000 subscribers. Thing that sucks about that is I said I was gonna do another cash giveaway when I made it to 2,000. So let me check my account. You can find a nice girl anywhere. That's true. You can find a pretty girl anywhere. Nice, I don't know about. About to give away 2K? I don't got 2K to give away. Nah. I can't remember the amount I said I was gonna give away. I think I said I was gonna do another 100 every time my subscribers double. But I feel like nobody else will remember either, so I might just be like, yeah, it's $100 giveaway again. But I ain't trying to be a liar though. Feel me? So do you think it's easy to catch the red flags in the beginning, even if it's small stuff? I think so. I think my situation is a little different just because, for one, like, I had a lot of training in body language, and my dad's a psychologist on top of that too. So like from him, for my degree in psychology, from my training in body language and psychology in the army, I know a lot about people. I know a lot about their intentions. I can read micro expressions. So there's just a lot of stuff I can catch. When people say stuff, I'm like, the fact that they said it like that and not this way means that they're like trying to misdirect you. So I would ask another question about that. But some people just, you don't know what you don't know. So you might not catch that someone replied to your question in a weird way or something like that. But even for a normal person, I think you can catch a lot of stuff in the beginning. I think people overlook it. But the thing that you learn is that all of those red flags, all of those problems, they don't go away, bro. They just get bigger. It just gets crazier. It gets real crazy. I don't know how this turned into a relationship convo. You always do that, Mike. I've had 3 rings on my finger. 3? Married 1 time. Engaged 2 times? That's a lot of rings, dog. Oh, you've been engaged 3 times. But yeah, Mike, so this is another tough thing about relationships and dating. I'm not really a fan of taking in-house stuff out. So I'm not really the type to ask for advice and stuff like that. If I did, it was my best friend. And I would really just have to feel like I gotta ask somebody else. What I was gonna say, you could ask for advice and ask someone else if they think something's a red flag. But the problem is, and this goes both ways, good and bad, nobody else knows the good stuff about your partner. If I just tell you like, oh yeah, like this girl got mad that I went out for an hour and blah 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 with no other details or context, you're gonna be like, bro, she's crazy, dump her. But you know, if I told you more, or if you saw the combos leading up to that, you'll be like, oh, actually, like what she's saying is reasonable because this, and this. Y'all haven't spent any time together, blah blah blah. So I'm just not a fan of um, talking to other people about my relationship stuff. Um, oh yeah. I'm the same way, bro. I give a lending ear, but no, I'm like, bro, you don't know my relationship. Like you, you can't give me any advice. Like, but yeah, I actually had a best friend before that was saying like all kinds of stuff. Like, oh, well, if he really liked you, he would be doing this, and oh, he's trying to do this, and blah blah. And I'd be like, bro, this girl met me one time, bro. Like, she doesn't know me like at all. And so, but if you really think you're seeing a red flag, and you can ask a very close friend, like, what do you think about this? Just to make sure. But yeah, I mean, dating's tough, man. Dating is complicated. Because anything that I could say, I could also be like, yeah, that shit's also not true. You might just be self sabotaging. Oh no, she was definitely plotting. She was, she was a hater, bro. She's just a jealous person. That's why, bro. That's why Axel doesn't talk to her no more. Yeah, man. Sometimes I don't even think people are being malicious, but lots of people say that they wouldn't take X, Y, and Z until it's them in the relationship, bro. That's why I never even tell people that shit, bro. I'm just like, bro, that shit sounds good. Everybody's always like, oh, my man talked to me like that. I would dump him on the spot, bro. I've literally never met one woman in my life that left their man because he cheated. But any girl in the world be like, if my man cheats, I'm leaving. I'm walking out of the door. I've never met a woman in my life. And I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying every woman that I know that got cheated on the first time, they didn't leave. They forgave him. Or they tried to forgive him anyways. But I've never met a woman that would be like, oh yeah, I mean, if my man cheated one time, I would stay. They don't say that, but they do it. So like, that advice shit means nothing. Everyone's a superhero in their own story, and like, oh yeah, if that was me, I literally wouldn't have said anything. I would have left him a letter that says good luck, and I would have walked out of the door. Like, no, you wouldn't. Shut up. But that's just everything. Everybody imagines themselves doing like best case scenario stuff. Super best case scenario. Everyone sees someone get slapped or something happens and they're like, oh, he just stood there in shock. I would have killed that dude. I'm like, bro, you don't know what you would have done until it happens to you because life is complicated, man. Sometimes, yeah, you just don't know, man. I think some advice is good in general. Life is experienced so differently by us all that it's hard to tell someone what to do. Yeah, 100%. And we all have different ways that we see life. Like what some people consider disrespect, cheating, whatever, might not be considered the same thing by somebody else. So like, yeah, if you ask somebody for advice, and they're like, "Well, yeah, that's cheating to me, bro. I would leave." But you might be like, "Oh, I don't consider that cheating." You know, we just need to keep it real. Once you understand that, life is easier. What type of English is this? What does that mean? What type of English is this? Oh yeah, good relationship talk. I had a kid I was tutoring earlier today who was telling me how rich he was gonna be because he's taking a course in tutor program. I found out it was in MLM. I told him I can't tell you what to do but to look up MLM. Yeah, But I talk to people like that all the time. All the time. Especially, like I said, when I was actively working as a personal trainer, I'll get so many 18-year-old kids, just making small talk. Like, so what you trying to do in life, man? Like, well, I'm gonna be a billionaire. And then after that, my planet, I'm like, how you gonna be a billionaire? Oh, well, I'm doing this tech cert right now. And so I'll be making 9 figures. I'm like, nah, what are you talking about? And they're like, well, I looked on Google and people that do this job get paid this much. I'm like, yeah, life's not that simple, bro. It's just not. It sounds good. Life's complicated, man. Giselle, I think that's one of those expressions that like you probably just wouldn't hear unless you were like, yeah. There's some expressions you just don't hear unless you grew up speaking a language. I don't know why it's like that, but probably like any Colombian Spanish expression that we could think of, you would know it even if you haven't heard it in like 10 years or something. But somebody might live here for 5 years and never hear it because it's not something that's like said all the time. But and English has super weird expressions, to be honest. Anytime somebody asks me why an expression is this, I'm like, I don't know, bro. English makes no sense. Whatchamacallit, yeah. They might know that. Maybe. Do that. Do hickey. Yeah. Twiddle your fingers. Twiddle your thumbs. Yeah. At least they go back home on their own, man. You need to call them. That's funny. But yeah, a lot of phrases like that shit makes no sense, bro. And I feel like even with a lot of practice, I feel like you have to just be around it for years. And I feel some stuff. I feel like I don't even know if you can teach it, bro. It's like you just had to grow up saying that. Chip in on the food. Yeah, stuff like that makes no sense, bro. The thing that got me the other day. I don't know if this was the other day, but I was it was actually one of the students that I was teaching English. So this was probably I think it was Kevin. I think it was a long time ago. Um, but I was telling him the story of when the bear attacked me, and I said, "Yeah, bro, I was hauling ass, bro." And he's like, "What is hauling ass?" And I was like, like hauling ass, bro. I was running fast. I don't know what hauling ass means. You just say it, bro. Like that's just when he said it. What does it mean? I'm like, damn, that's a weird expression, bro. Literally never thought about it before. You just say it, bro. You just say it. Why do we say let the cat out of the bag? Yeah. But at least some expressions like have stories behind them, you know what I mean? I don't know the story behind let the cat out of the bag. But raining cats and dogs, that has a story, so it makes sense. It's like, oh, they said raining cats and dogs because the cats and dogs would fall off the fucking thing and blah blah blah. You know. Nail biters, yes, another one. It makes sense because you get nervous and bang your nose. Break wind, it makes sense. You breaking the wind. I think the thing that Mike, you know what cut the cheese means? Because Axa didn't even know what that meant. I said that, and she literally didn't know what it meant. Giselle, why'd you say make a decision? Bro, Axa didn't know that. And she was like calling people. She was like, I'm telling you, this is not a common expression. I was like, bro, I feel like everyone in America knows what that means. Try that after you teach them make and do. Bro, I don't know if it's a southern thing, but I've never met anyone that didn't know what cut the cheese meant. I thought that was a worldwide expression. Well, Giselle, you are making a decision though, because right now You don't have one. There is. Axel came to defend herself. Bruh, Mike and Phil knew what it meant. Like, everyone knows what cut the cheese means. There's no decision, and then you make one. So you make a decision. But I get what you're saying, though. If you teach someone what make and do means, and then you say make a decision, they're gonna be like, that doesn't, blah blah blah. But yeah, English is weird. The argument was I could find 3 people that didn't know what it meant. Bruh, she called the weirdest people ever, bro. She called uncultured people clearly. I never met anyone in my life that didn't know what cut the cheese meant. Exactly, Washington, uncultured. See, that's why. Nobody from Washington has culture, dog. Uncultured ass people, bro. Other children of immigrants. I felt like that was unfair in itself. Exactly, Mike. That's what I was saying. I'm like, bro, how did you grow up and never hear cut the cheese? Cut the cheese is to focus? No, cut the cheese is to fart. I hope you've never said that to focus, because that would be hilarious. You would have confused the hell out of somebody if you said that. Oh, you never heard it? Okay, okay. Called 3 homeschool kids. Yeah. Uh, Class, I need y'all to cut the cheese right now. You know what? You're probably thinking of like cut the shit. Cut the shit kind of means like stop playing around and focus. To fart, you need to focus to fart. I mean, it depends on who you are. Some people don't be focusing. Some people don't be controlling it at all. It just happens. I don't do that kind of stuff. No, the Buster is. Is that really more than West Coast slang? I feel like all black people know what a Buster is, but black culture is weird, dog. Or if I call someone a square, do you know what that means? Can you turn on that music right now? I mean, I really just need to clear my mind and cut the cheese. I can't tell if Giselle was talking about me or you, Mike. Mike's not being nasty. I'm not trying to cut no cheese. Maybe not super concentrated, but everything stems from it. You talking about Buster being West Coast? I don't even know what we talking about now. Everybody's saying different stuff. But yeah, but black culture is weird because like we be knowing all each other's slang, even if we're from different areas. And oh, black culture, yeah, 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 yeah. Like, bruh, all the time I be forgetting Axel's not black because she'll ask what something means, or she'll send me a meme and she'll be like, I look at the comments, what's everybody talking about? And I'm like, bruh, how y'all know this? Or I'll say an expression, and she'll be like, what does that mean? And I'm like, what? But I just be forgetting, bro. Like all black people, like basically had the same experience growing up. Thought she was talking about me saying Buster. I thought her mind was in the gutter. Giselle, do you know what having your mind in the gutter means? I was talking to Mike and his cheese vocabulary. What the fuck? Cheese vocabulary. This is a hilarious chat. Feeling hungry? No. No. Your mind in the gutter. Why would your mind be in the... Wait, first of all, you know what the gutter is. Actually, I don't know how to say... I don't know how to say gutter in Spanish, to be honest. Maybe Mike does. Can I teach yourself something a little vulgar in the chat? Go ahead. Space cadet. Where did space cadet come from? I think the real problem is that the United States has a lot of gutters, and a lot of other places don't have gutters. Like when it rains here, it just floods. The whole street just floods. It's insane. That is vulgar, Mike. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was not expecting that. But we are being mature. We're being mature. I'm still trying to figure out why you said space cadet. Sweetie nuts. Was that supposed to say sweaty? But no. No, it's not that. Are we gonna tell her or are we gonna leave her hanging? Honestly, we have a lot of expressions for that. Oh, me vengo. Yeah. Mm-hmm. uh, sure. That's one emoji you could use. Barking up the wrong tree. I thought it had to do with dogs when I was a kid. What does it have to do with it? I don't know. I mean, I know what the expression is. That's not something I would actually say. But that's my point from earlier. When you grow up speaking a language, you hear all these expressions from different people, and even if you would never say it, you heard it so many times in your life that you know what it means. I don't think I've ever said barking up the wrong tree in my life. Just like I probably never said cruising for a bruising, but I know what it means. Rambunctious. Bro, a lot of native speakers wouldn't know what that means. Don't put that on me. If you don't got proof that I taught that, I did not say that. I never taught anybody that. I'm a wholesome teacher. Nope. I only teach very positive things. I don't even know what that means. Barking up the wrong tree is a middle-aged person's phrase. I agree with that. I'm trying to think of some other ones that are like middle-aged people. What else? Kind of like hold your horses. I don't think I don't think I've ever actually said hold your horses, unless I was being funny. Oh shit, it does have to do with dogs. I was about to say, what else could it be, bro? I can only think. I always assumed it was about dogs. Yeah, exactly. Mike, do you have a nasty vocabulary in Spanish? That's a weird question, but I think you know what I'm asking. For example, all of my friends were Puerto Rican, right? And they were nasty dudes, bro. So you hear a lot of stories about girls and stuff like that. So all like sexual words that I know is like Puerto Rican vulgarness. If I had to like, if I was talking to a Colombian dude and he was telling me stuff about girls, I probably wouldn't recognize half the words because those are not conversations that I would have with someone that's Colombian. Marta Vasquez, name a car for an edit. 1988 300ZX. Somebody asked me that earlier too. Are you the same person? Do y'all share a profile? I don't know anyone that says hold your horses among certain cultures. Yeah, facts. That's what I was thinking in my head too. I wanted to be like, I would never say this because, but I was like, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. Marta. Are you saying no that you're not the same person, or no you're not gonna use the 1988 300ZX? Because I don't know any other cars besides that. Another nasty vocabulary from Mexico, just because it's all throughout their Spanish. And to be honest, I had a Colombian girlfriend here in Atlanta, and she taught me a lot. Ah, okay. So I just think I just think it's funny because, like I said, if I talk about certain stuff, like I can only say it with Puerto Ricanness. Like I don't know, it would be super unnatural for me to say anything else besides bicho. Like I don't. I know other people say stuff like verga and stuff like that, but nah. Que me mame el bicho. This this chat will require a YouTube free of charge exorcism. Okay, Martha is not the same person as the other person that asked me to name a car for an edit. You guys said the exact same sentence. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of creepy. Maybe you guys should be friends. Do you make car edits or like what do you do? Why are you asking for that? I'm not trying to be weird, pero cuando nos comemos, me toca aprender a hablar en español durante el acto. Eso tiene sentido. Lo que pensé en aprender cómo hablar durante el acto en español, pero ya con este tema. Mike's uncomfortable. Mike's like, alright, bro. Nah, but that makes sense though. That makes sense. Didn't see that coming. You know what? I would say more about this topic, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that on a YouTube. Ain't gonna do it. But all I'll say is, to me, some things sound better in other languages. Some things sound better in your own language. You know what I mean? I'd be like, this sounds goofy, bro. Like, nah, yeah, don't do too much now. Don't do too much. But to be fair, I mean, probably nobody. Probably nobody. Nah, nah, nah. Don't do it. Don't do it. We don't know who's in here. Don't do it, bro. I don't know how gross it's gonna get. That's why I said like I don't know what's gonna be said. But you know, do what you want. Say what you want. But yeah, like I said, some things sound better in one language, other things sound better in another language. On a lot of different subjects, not just this subject. Not just this subject. Some stuff I'm just like, bro, that doesn't need to be said in any language besides English or Spanish. Like, I feel like that's the most common thing to say. That's funny. That is funny. Alright, we gotta prepare. She said I was about to say some crazy shit. But yeah, at least say it in Spanish because we'll know what you're talking about in English. But I don't know who's up in here that's gonna read it in English. So just say it in Spanish. You can say the whole sentence in English, but say the word in Spanish. Unless he did not know a word in Spanish. Oh well, yeah, that's what makes it sound good. To be that's what, like I said, I'm not gonna say too much, but like I said, knowing the words definitely makes it a lot less cool. If you don't speak it, then yeah, it just sounds like whatever they would say, like exotic, like oh, yeah. But, bruh, yeah, American dudes do it like that. But like I said, the more you know the words, like it's just like yeah, it don't sound so exotic no more. Dog, that's what I'm saying. Mad cringy. That's bad. This sounds goofy. I can't even say. Like I said, I can't say what I want to say because I don't know. I don't know who's listening, and I ain't trying to get in trouble. But feel me? This sounds goofy. All I'm gonna say is like, leche don't sound cool when you know what it means. It just doesn't sound that cool, bro. So I'm just like, I'm kind of ruining the mood here, dog. Yeah, bro, but only for us though, not for them. That's what I'm saying. Bro, I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, leche. That shit is just weird, bro. He said, "Who is Rico?" Yeah, that's actually funny as hell. That is hilarious. That could have got you in some serious trouble though, but I bet that ruined that experience for him. That shit is funny. Hilarious. I bet it did stop. That's funny. That does work. I can agree with that. For sure. So this is where relationship chats go, huh? Oh yeah. That's what I was saying earlier. I was saying some stuff needs to stay in English, some stuff needs to stay in Spanish. You can't go. They don't go both ways. Shit does not sound good at all. Yeah, that's a very English abbreviation, or maybe not abbreviation. I guess what is acronym a better word? Is acronym a better word? Yeah, maybe. He goes both ways. In Ecuador? Is that how you say it? He goes both ways in Ecuador? He said, "Moja la canoa." He said, "Moja la canoa." Mm. Giselle, you know that phrase? Se le mojó la canoa? Don't say that. Why? Why? I'm drunk. Pobre hombre cuando está emborracho. Oh, pobre hombre cuando se emborracha. I don't remember the words. Tantos nombres puede serlo. You would get some people in your I don't even. I don't even know how to respond to that. Pobre hombre cuando se emborracha. When they play this song. The song is called Se le moja la canoa. People start looking both ways. Giselle, you sound stressed over there right now. I love that song, by the way. That's what I be talking about when I say I love music. I love when music has a story, and I love when they can sing, even if the topic's weird. First time I ever heard that song. My Spanish wasn't that good when I first heard that song, but I was like, I know this shit's weird, bro. I was like, I don't know what exactly he's talking about, but this shit sounds weird. The first time I heard it, I didn't really speak Spanish, but I liked it. And I'll keep listening to it, and as my Spanish got better, I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, bro, that shit's fire. That song's fire, bro. Just you wouldn't even have to listen to the song if you just look at the lyrics. It's just hilarious. Just talking about every time he every time he gets drunk. She's not even close, bro. I don't know how you heard that shit. These walls are thin. Pause. Pause. But yeah, bro. There's a bunch of songs. Bro, I could show you so many fucking songs like that, bro. What's another funny one? How does it go? La oración de los cachos. It's a good one. Oh no, the best one? Let me think, how does it go? I can't think of the song title, so now I gotta sing this shit until I get it. Hey, mister, hey, mister. Usted se come y ella siempre le paga con el cuero. No se llama como pecado. Damn, I can't think of the name of the song. Anyways, the title is the artist is Mr. Black. What is the song title? Ella siempre le paga con el cuero. Usted I can't think of the song title. But that one is way funnier. But both of those songs. Hold on. Give me like 10 seconds. I gotta find it. Los trapitos al agua. That's the song. Yeah, Preso's good. I like that one. You know what I love about? So a lot of those songs, yeah, that's a good one too. A lot of those songs I heard when I was a kid. I try to tell Oxy this too. You know, like if you're black, bro, like you heard all of those songs at some point in time. Or like Suavemente. Like every black person knows that song, but they just don't know what it's saying. And the cool thing is, like, yo, you learn Spanish, and you're like, yo, this song's sad as fuck, bro. Like, El Preso, bro. What? The first time I ever listened after I learned Spanish, I'm like, hey, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, this is not a happy song, bro. This is sad as fuck, bro. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, people are dancing to this shit, bro. I'm about to cry, bro. Yeah, Phil, you know. There's no way you could go to a party and not hear Suavemente, besame. Like, that was just the shit, bro. We didn't have to know what he was saying. We was like, hey. Yeah, had a Spanish song. Nobody knew what the fuck he was saying in Gasolina, bro. We just like, hey. We didn't know nothing. We just said Gasolina. That's all we knew. That's all we had to know, bro. It was just like about to get twerked on. Yeah, no lyrics, just vibes, bro. I don't know what I thought they was talking about, to be honest. I just was like, I don't know what they're saying, bro. Let me think. What's another one I really like? Giselle, what's the name of the song that goes like La calle es una selva de cemento? I can't think of the title, but that's a good one. That was one of the first songs that was slow enough for me to understand when I was first learning, and I'm like, oh damn, this story's deep. I just snorted so loud when he said about to get twerked on. It's true, bro. He'll be like, hey. Ah, yeah. Juanito de Baño. Yeah, Argentina got some good music. I feel like they make more like, I like their more like rock type stuff better. And Uruguay too. Uruguay has some good music. One of my favorite songs ever is called what is it called? Ya no sé qué hacer conmigo. I think that's the title of the song. If not, whatever. They say that shit like 20 times in the song. I love that song. That shit go hard. Giselle was supposed to make me a music playlist, and she never did. So don't trust anything she says. She's gonna put all these songs here, and they're gonna disappear when the live stream goes off, and we're never gonna get to hear them. So, a son de qué? Will says that shit all the time. It's like, for what? For what? Will's cousin too, the one that cuts my hair, he says that shit a lot. I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the ones that has never made sense to me. That's one of, this is kind of like we were just talking about those English expressions. I only know what it means in context, but I couldn't tell you like why the words are what they are. You get what I'm saying? Like if I really think about it, I'm like, a son de qué? Like why is it structured like that? I don't know, but I just know. I know from hearing it so much. I think isn't that a very Colombian thing though, bro? I feel like people are not gonna know what you're talking about. I feel like it might even be very Cali, bro. I don't even know if that's. Giselle, is that Colombia wide? I don't know anybody outside of Cali, so I thought that was a very Cali thing. But yeah, Will says that shit all the time, bro. But yeah, I mean, some stuff you just gotta. Yeah, that's how I know it. Giselle, like what you just put. That's what Will says. If I just be like, I'm trying to think of the last time he said it. What did I ask him? But just to like give you an example, when I was in the barber shop one time, basically someone asked the barber like something along the lines of like, would you get back with your ex if blah blah blah? And he's like, "I saw that gay." Like that's how he responded. Like no more than that. What else was I about to say? Oh yeah, so like, yeah, like I said, some things they just kind of don't make sense until you hear other people say them. Um, like you want to know something funny, bro? Axa said she's going to sleep soon. I'm about to get off in like 5 minutes. One thing, yeah, the Malas is definitely Colombian. One thing, so I knew what La Chimba meant before I knew what Que Chimba meant, if that makes sense. Most people know what Que Chimba means, but they don't know what La Chimba means. But because Will taught me Spanish, and he says La Chimba so much, I knew what that meant. Early, I was like, okay, that's definitely a negative thing. But I never heard nobody say Quechimba. Will doesn't really say Quechimba. So I didn't know Quechimba could be a positive thing. I didn't know Chimba had a positive connotation until I heard other people talk. But I would just always hear Will say, Psh, La Chimba. And so I'm like, hmm. So that was something that I wasn't taught. It was something that I picked up. Nah, Pacha is like kicking it, bro. That's not wasting time necessarily. That's like hanging out. Caremonda. See, we should have been having this slang conversation earlier instead of when we're about to get off. Malparido in English. All right, if you really want to break down of that word, it means like, parir is to give birth. So it means that you're badly birthed, badly born. Like there ain't no real. We don't really. I guess like deformed. Kinda not like deformed in the physical sense, but you get what I'm saying. Like it doesn't really have like a good English translation, especially because you couldn't say something like that in America without getting like fucking sued. If you talked about if you used a negative birth condition as a insult, like you can barely say fucking idiot anymore. One time I called someone an idiot, and they said I was being ableist because idiot used to be a term for people that were like mentally retarded or something. I was like, damn, what can I say, bro? I need to insult you. Like, don't take away all my insults, bro. But yeah, you wasn't birthright, bro. Like Giselle said, wrong hole. So, but I would suspect that if you ask a lot of people, Colombian people, what it means, I bet you they wouldn't give you the answer because, like we said, people don't think about the stuff they say. They just understand that this is the most negative thing that I can say. Like I said, most people don't know that idiot was a real term before. You just say it when you want to call someone stupid. Or there's a bunch of words like that. Most words that you could use to call someone dumb were actual classifications at one point in time. But now they're just used as insults. So, oh yeah, they got all the insults. But yeah, I said I was gonna get off in 5 minutes. I think I'm cutting it close. So I've been out here for a long ass time. Salute to everybody that was in the chat and is still in the chat. Mike, Giselle, holla at y'all later. Have a great night. Adios. My Twitter should be considered a national treasure. Thanks, bro. But I'm about to head out. So, peace. Oh, fucking.